sure we're
Causing
distant.
chaos.
Yeah, don't get close.
Stop moving.
All right.
Yo, what up?
Stay away.
Welcome
Oh.
to Off Topic. Topic. We're live.
Close.
It's not that I don't trust you, Alfredo, but you are from San Francisco.
I'm your host,
Yeah, 'cause it's all born there.
Michael Jones. That's me. We got Lindsay way over there, Jeff. I think that's Fredo. And someone on the end, Trevor
It's me,
Collins.
Hey.
Sponsors this episode, we got Burro and DoorDash. Thank you for joining us. This is the social distancing episode. We spacing it out.
The internet is safe behind the computer, but here,
Yeah,
We
until I
think
sneeze
they're
on them.
safe.
yeah. So I said
I'll
we.
get you.
Dang.
Right in the mic.
It looked like we kind of created a model UN, so I made up imaginary countries.
Sweden is not an imaginary country.
Yeah, no, it's imaginary.
Go ahead,
Sure.
walk us.
Have you ever been there? Have you ever been there?
I've
Walk us
heard
through
it.
the country.
I don't think so.
I don't think I have been to Sweden.
Exactly.
That is not
Yeah.
real.
Fuck.
Damn.
What a weird way to find out.
Yeah. It's like people talking about Middleearth.
Shit, I gotta
It's
go to.
cool, but you know.
Yes. Thank you. The chat loves me. You're very kind to me. Everybody's been nice to Jeff today.
Man, unnecessarily nice.
Oh yeah, the delegate from the disheveled collection of hunters is speaking. The DCOH, which I
With
fucked
a
up.
little,
Yeah, there's a
something
little
was
mark on.
something was censored out there.
and Achievastan.
Yeah, I got blessed with the fine establishment that is Achievastan.
Oh.
They got great commerce. Trust me.
I'll believe.
Solid
it.
healthcare.
Actually, no health care. There's no hospitals.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. We just give everyone a first aid kit.
Hospitals are.
That's not bad.
New York's doing something that's quite brilliant, I think.
Yeah.
Which is they're doing boat hospitals. Fucking pull your boat up, turn it into a hospital. That's smart.
They did that for surgeries a long time ago. You just kind of send it out into international waters.
Operate in international waters.
Yep.
To cut down on the malpractice.
Amongst the waves, no one can supervise when you're out in the ocean. Yeah.
Sounds dangerous.
That's interesting.
It
Boat
is
hospitals.
Very dangerous.
You guys,
I'm about it.
everybody, I love you too. You're very sweet. Please keep in mind that was filmed almost over a year and a half ago. I was in a different place then.
True.
And people were asking
we
me.
were in Pennsylvania, dude.
We were.
Now we're in Austin.
Pennsylvania. The funny thing, what I'm talking about, because I've been inundated with good feelings and love and support all day, and God, thank you. You're also wonderful. Is in the season/series finale of Haunter, which we were at Pennhurst Asylum in Pennsylvania, up in your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Very close. Well, Wawa.
Very
Wawa,
woody.
We were Wawa adjacent.
I went to Wawa.
We went to a Wawa.
Went to a Wawa.
We filmed this last spring, I think, and in it we decided to emotionally berate me to try to get the ghosts to key into that, and the guys were so bad at emotionally berating me that I decided to do it myself, and the funny thing is it was actually much longer.
Oh yeah.
The uncut version,
It was brutal. It felt like 1,000 years.
What the audience is seeing is 45 seconds of me berating myself. What you guys witnessed was like 18 minutes.
It was long.
Eventually, we had to cut it off. But I don't feel those things. I'm a happy guy.
I don't think also we were incapable of it. We just didn't want to.
Yeah.
We had so much juice, and Daniel's going, get him.
He's like, I don't want to
More. And I just kept going, I don't want
sick.
to.
I think the best part about it was, and I think we talk about this with Daniel
Daniel's kid.
in the Haunter watch along thing that we released. I don't know when that comes out.
Yeah, we just shot it, so probably soon.
It comes out soon. We shot it like a
I
week.
think next week or something. Sometime. Next Thursday.
But no, it's not hard to find locations at all. Smile for the internet. The locations are easy to come by. It's hard to find money to make it. But a show like Haunter, I've talked about this in the past, but a show like Haunter costs about $1 million. Just to be honest with you, we don't typically share those kinds of numbers, but to travel and to make a show that requires that much production value, and you wouldn't believe it because it looks like a couple of assholes with infrared cameras, but there's a lot of crew and a lot of work behind the scenes that people don't realize is necessary, but I never realized how necessary it was until I spent time on those sets and learned how important every individual's job is on a film set. Anyway, I lost the thread.
Well, you were saying why we're not making season 3 because someone said.
Oh, because it's just so fucking
You were
expensive.
talking about destroying yourself. before
TLDR,
that.
Jeff hates himself.
I do.
That
I do.
was- You segued from that to that.
I'd say one of the truer things that I've ever said as a quote is nobody hates me more than me, and I'll die believing that. But yeah, I'm in a good place. People appreciate it. Everybody's been very lovely and said lovely things, and I just want you to know I'm not like I'm not in a dark place right now. Or
You
anything.
say you're in a good place. I've seen the
Sarah
news.
laughed.
Sarah
There
laughed.
was a solid chuckle.
We're in the bad
dark
place.
over there.
She laughed.
Anyway,
She did.
I don't want to unduly worry anyone. It was.
I wasn't there for that recording, but Michael told me about it, and I just kind of laughed in my head. I'm like, this is a really great example of like what reverse psychology should be like, but in the face of bullying. Like this was a real scenario where someone was like, yeah, you suck, and someone's like, I do suck. Let me tell you why. And the
Like,
bully's
you have no idea.
Stop. Stop.
Let me list the reasons.
Please
You're
stop hitting
correct.
yourself.
B, you're just scratching the surface.
Dude,
buddy.
Arnold did that in the first episode of Hey Arnold.
You did.
Whoa.
I'll hit me.
He turned it on himself. He hit himself. And
That's
they were
a
like, you're
callback.
crazy. I'm not going to hit you. Wild.
Well, the whole episode is talking about how comedy is the best thing to use in the face of bullying, and I totally agree. Like, if you can either make fun of yourself or flip it so that
Arnold,
you're making
not
fun of the bully.
Haunter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
It's the
both.
the thing that kills me. Somebody just said that the quote that I was hoping that they wouldn't say that I tried to head off, which is, it doesn't need the production value. Just grab a camera and go to a haunted location.
It does.
It does. It really does.
but
You guys, we make it look simple. People like Daniel Fabello make it look simple, but the amount of work that Daniel and a researcher and a writer go and a producer go through before we even get to a location is tremendous amount of like legwork and footwork that they have to put into it and research work, like to make it look very simple that we show up and we investigate 3 things. But there's so much more to telling a story than that, and there's so much work that goes into identifying the right ghost stories to go after that have the right elements that we need to investigate. That so much work goes into finding a location that has enough of those. Like, it is a really complex, complicated thing to. It's like, as my girlfriend says all the time, it costs a lot of money to look this cheap, which is like a southern, like, sweet kind of country thing she says about herself. She's beautiful.
It's like a $4 word.
Yeah, it really does. It takes a lot of behind the scenes work, like effort, like tireless work where people don't get thanked enough because the assholes on camera get all the credit. But the people behind the scenes do so much on Haunter before we ever step foot
And then after
on
we
a location.
leave,
And then after we leave.
we just go by, and then the episode comes out.
We get on a
But,
fucking plane and
there's
go
like
home.
hundreds of hours of footage to like go through. Like, we don't edit it.
Not only
know?
that, there's a crew with equipment that then hops in a fucking like a van and drives it back to Austin from Pennsylvania or wherever the fuck they're
I'll
from.
be honest, it's pretty doo-doo.
It's doo-doo.
It's doo-doo.
That is my
it's
favorite part, though.
and it is not as simple as like if Michael and Lindsay and I went to a haunted house with a fucking webcam with our iPhones and we recorded an episode of Haunter, you would not like it. That's all there is to it. It wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be what you think it would be.
Because we would find a ghost, and then the show's over. They're
Well,
real.
we die. That'd be found footage, which means we're missing.
Well, then it's
You can't have found footage if the person is still around, because then it's just a guy with footage.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
I found my own footage.
Right, I found this.
Oh,
Where?
I found it. I
My
was
pocket.
missing it. Now here it is.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I found my footage.
Yeah, it truly is, and I'll just reiterate it. It truly is an intensive amount of work that goes into the pre-production, which is all the research and stuff, which is absolutely necessary for storytelling, for us to be there to do what we're doing.
To hit the cadence and the beats, and I mean,
Right, and then even when we wrap, like it's a long shoot with a lot of people needing to be there to cover everything properly from audio to video, and then afterwards it takes a lot of talented storytelling in the edit to make it into, like, there's so
make it
much
make
footage,
sense.
so much raw footage. It's such a daunting task, and I would never be able to touch that. And so, yeah, it's expensive because it has to be, and I mean, it's unfortunate. Of course,
And it's still-
of course we want it to be more cost effective so we could do it whenever, wherever, but
and by the way, we did it cheaper, I think, than anybody
God.
else in the world could have
yes.
done it
Yes.
at the production value that we did. The people behind the scenes, the Sarah Dools and the Ezra Venitoses and the Daniel Fabellos of the world made that show look like a fucking $10 million TV show for next to nothing in the
Yes.
grand scheme of things. It's more money than we can pour into it again without outside help. But goddamn, man, they it's the problem with a job like this is if you do it well, it looks easy. And then people don't understand the amount of work that goes into it.
that said,
Same thing with a Let's Play.
That said, I think that the passion that is very clear when you guys, and I'm looking at the chat, so I apologize, but the passion is very clear when you guys are talking about Haunter, whether it be on whatever platform you want to talk about it on. And I think that support means a lot. Obviously, we will never stop chasing down a future for all the shows that you guys care about, that we care about. And we'll always keep you abreast on the development or anything else that happens with these shows. But just continue to support and vocalize your passion about these shows. I think means so much.
Absolutely.
And I think it can go a long way to maybe finding a new future for these things. So
Yeah.
just keep being loud about it. You know, it means a lot.
It's true. And one other thing, if we sound weird today, we should mention.
Oh, if you're listening to audio, yeah. So if you're not watching the live stream, so we are part of the few skeleton crew of people still coming into the office, and so we have spread out the set a bit for social distancing. So we're using lavs, like individual mics, as opposed to our usual boom mics. So I'm sure it'll sound different.
You might
because
actually hear me. Be
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly. The audience will. No one here will.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
Because you're further than
bad.
ever.
Barely hear Lindsay.
Alfredo couldn't hear her before the show
I was
started.
talking normally, and Alfredo's like,
I was like,
He was just
sure,
shaking his head
yeah.
and
I was
nodding.
practicing the look of like, I
Fortunately,
get what you're saying.
You can scream, and then Nick can try to adjust it on the fly. But anyway, yeah, that's
Hey, it's Nick Cam.
why we.
there you go.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I didn't know we had Nick Cam.
I don't know.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, that's more appropriate.
I trust that
That makes
face.
I
more
get it
sense.
now.
Oh, my
All
This
right.
is a different show. I would have freaked out right now.
Now, Jeff, if I can ask too, just thinking about.
Yes, ma'am.
You're laughing.
Yeah,
Maniac.
It does. Not the main focus of Achievement Hunter 2, but on top of that, another point to point out how important it is to have a crew like that is it also lays in protections for us as castmates that you normally wouldn't have in guerrilla filming. So I feel much more comfortable having a professional crew with me when I'm going to hunt ghosts instead of like 6 achievement hunters going, let's go.
These are
Like, let's
dangerous
bust into this
locations.
room.
Yeah.
hurt.
Like,
Or
you could get hurt. We need insurance policies
like-
and stuff.
Yeah.
if we're gonna bury Gavin alive,
Right.
Oh my God.
We
and
need
you're
an
damn
actual
right we're gonna
crew.
do it.
You-
There
are you
better be an E EMS.
Would you seriously
Yeah.
trust this group to like fake do that?
No.
We
Yeah.
would
Absolutely not.
accidentally.
Well,
do
no,
something
we
terrible.
wouldn't. I'll tell you how we'd solve that. We wouldn't fake it.
Like I was trying to figure out how to fart
Real
into.
easy.
I was trying to figure out how to fart into Gavin's air hole that night, and there was a guy, a guy going like, "No, don't do that." I'm like, "That's not safe. Don't do that." And I'm like, "All right, I won't
Fair
fart." Yeah, fair enough. You know? I might have inadvertently killed Gavin with my butt.
Remember the episode where we were mad we didn't get the tiki torches?
Yeah.
We would have got them and then burned the place down.
And I was inside of it, so I'm glad you didn't burn me down. Thank you.
That wasn't for like a white pride.
No, it was a ghost
No.
thing.
It was a ghost thing.
Ghost thing. Context. The
Yeah.
ghost was a racist, though.
Probably. It was a. It was
They
a.
usually
It was
are.
a Texas. It was
They
a group of
usually are,
Texas
dude.
ghosts from 200 years ago.
Yeah.
So chances are they were racist.
Yeah. Just, it had nothing to do with anything, but they were.
I dodged several bullets,
Yeah.
maybe a hanging.
Also, I'm just basing this off of art and cartoons, and most ghosts are white. Am I wrong?
Well, the sheets are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it depends where you go.
Problem.
I'd say.
It's a problem.
Probably depends where you go, right?
I don't know. Go on.
I don't know. Like if I travel to South Africa or China.
A lot of white people in South Africa.
Was
there are.
Casper white? That's what I want,
Casper was white. Yes.
apparently.
She
According
got
to-
you there.
Just-
You almost poked me in the eye. It was so
We're
close.
fine because
I just don't want
we
you to
already
poke
lived
me
You guys
in
are
the
already
eye.
over
That has
there
nothing to do with anything.
cross-contaminated.
Don't poke my eye.
True.
They're spitting each other's mouths. You can't see it.
I gave Jeff a long
What
distance
the
hug.
heck?
That's it.
You stop that.
If I haven't killed Gavin by now with my butt, he's safe. I hope not. I hope that there's still a little bit of danger left in the penis.
There's a little bit of danger lurking in
Nothing's-
that butthole.
Yes.
Nothing's fun without a little tinge of
I
danger.
like
you know what
a
mean?
challenge.
The challenge.
You know, it's kind of hard to screw up a sofa. You got cushions, armrests, and as long as you can sit on it, it's doing its job right. Newsflash, your couch doesn't have to be just whatever. It could actually be great. If you're ready to upgrade to a sofa worthy of your space, you've got to go with the original disruptor furniture brand, Burro. This is the couch you get when you're ready to start actually choosing your furniture, whether you're furnishing your first place or graduating from inherited futons and ambivalent Craigslist purchases. Burro sofas are easy to set up and easy to move. It's a simple assembly. You don't even need tools. Durable fabric that's naturally scratch and stain resistant. You can be flexible about your seating. Add or remove seats as needed. You can even convert a love seat or sofa into a corner sectional in the future. Wow, that's great. Even if you're just starting to furnish your place, a Burro sofa is the perfect starting point and makes any space look good. With Burro, you can even customize your new sofa. You can pick your fabric color, leg finish, armrest style, and length. You can even add a chase lounge or ottoman or both. Burro is more than just sofas. Their genius sleep kit transforms your comfy sofa into an even comfier bed. Burro also offers a collection of affordable rugs, coffee tables, love seats, armchairs, and ottomans. Burro always offers free 1-week shipping and 0 interest financing. Get your $75 off your first purchase and free 1-week shipping at burrow.com/off-topic. That's BURROW.com/off-topic for $75 off at Burro.
like how tiny.
By the way, we're extra engaged with the chat today because, as you guys might be aware of, we've opened RTTV to everybody for the time being.
Yeah.
Because we know a lot of people are quarantined. You're all looking for a community.
We're self-isolated.
Self-isolated.
We're starting to get mad about the overuse of the word quarantine.
Like, listen, I'm using it as a catch-all. All right, I
love the
understand.
word.
In these lonely, uncertain times, the best thing we can do is come together.
Yep.
And as a family and a community, and we already have one, so let's just revel in it and support each other and help each other out and be there for each other and give each other the sense of family and community that we can't maybe physically have. I don't know when I'll see you guys again.
Don't
after
physically
this.
come together.
Like,
Every time we leave the office, we go, we'll see you when we see you.
Yeah, like I was in here yesterday for like 2 hours to do Always Open, and then today. And when I leave, I know I'm not coming back tomorrow. Who knows how the world will change by Monday?
Every day
we
is
might
totally
not be able to record a podcast like
there's
this next week. We don't
4
know.
people in broadcast right now. There's
Yeah.
usually
Whole team, right?
They're holding it down.
What I'm learning
Holding it
is it
down.
only takes 4 people to run broadcast.
Whoa!
we're all learning things.
A lot of nervous laughter back there.
Yeah, you're great.
There it is. Okay.
That is
I'll throw money at them.
Like,
That's good.
but you guys in the
That was
chat
great.
and online, you've just been very supportive of that and very understanding, and it means a lot. You know, we really appreciate it.
It's very surreal. Like I went next door to the post room and Sarah's here trying to coordinate for stuff. So I was like, I gotta talk to Sarah. And she's like, I have a meeting right now. And I went, I'm sorry, but there's no one here. And she was on Skype with like 12 people. And I was like, oh fuck, sorry, I walked into your meeting unbeknownst.
Digital meeting. Those
Yeah,
things
so I guess to peel the curtain a little bit, as is even from last week, like Achievement Hunter, I think Sarah's basically the only person that comes in now for the support staff. Everybody's working from home. Most of us are still coming in.
I think even today is just, by the way, Sarah's like last day. I think moving forward,
Yeah,
she's also, which is good.
Which is that we've been working on a system to put content on drives that then we can take home to the editors so that they can edit from home, and then they upload the files from there. And then so we've got like a little I don't know, like
a Rube Goldberg.
like a Rube Goldberg of
what we
editing,
usually do.
of content. Yeah.
But to your point,
Ferris Bueller's day off scenario. Someone comes to visit
like
the
a
office. And we're
drug
like,
deal of data, you know?
But I mean, as far as the whole of like almost the entire company, almost no one's here.
Yeah.
It's us and I think like a select group of core and then really just like essential people around the building.
Yeah.
But
Like these wonderful broadcast people who are here working.
well, yeah, I mean,
thank you.
I just don't want to give the perspective that like, oh, they're here, everyone's still there. We're like the only ones here.
like 95 or more % of the company is working from home and
Even
looking
us
after
as a whole.
themselves.
because we take this seriously as everyone should do, and we take the health of our immediate family members, which is our coworkers, of paramount importance. And so we want to still provide the welcome, hopefully welcome break from the monotony or the fear of everyday life, but we have to do it safely as well.
we protect, but also we attack.
Well,
That's
we're attacking anyone.
We're attacking the boredom.
What are we
Yeah.
attacking?
But we're also, as like Trevor was saying and Jeff said, like we're in the prep stages of like we're on the fringe of like if we have to go home, doing it from home. But I think all right now, like we were talking about it today. Like everybody, our office is like under. It's usually like 6-7 people in the office at a time. People are kind of using this as like I'm gonna take this day off.
Well, yeah, we've
day
been
off.
trying to space it out to social distance as much as possible,
Yeah.
and to adhere. I mean, the city of Austin has a rule about congregating in numbers, and so we're trying to adhere to the city policy as well.
Right. So it's adhering to that, but also to, the best of our ability, as we want to, continue making content for the time that we can. Before we're not that we're not going to make content at home, but like for me personally, I was just saying, there's a lot of people where they can do their jobs from home, and they're like, cool, I'm just going to work from home, and I'm just like, ooh, I'd really love to do it as much as possible here until I have to drag all this shit to my house,
Yeah.
and try and make content with my kid hanging off of me. and
That
stuff.
will.
There's a handful of you guys that have to drag a plethora of tech home, not to mention everyone has different setups, and different systems.
yeah. So
make
we
a
have the
spreadsheet.
capability, but it's
was
a
just-
thing.
Make one spreadsheet.
Stop. It's not, nope, because someone's gonna go step
This is
one
the
and
rule.
go, I don't see that on my monitor.
one set of instructions.
I'm right here, Alfredo. It's gonna be me. I'm gonna go wait.
I'm gonna go, no.
It's live. I hope I say your name right. Pajua. It's live. We're live.
Yes.
Thanks for
And
asking.
A-Live.
And we are currently A-Live. Trevor, do you want to talk about what we're trying to do
absolutely.
next week at all?
Yeah,
Given that this is a very fluid situation.
Yes.
And at a minimum, know that Rooster Teeth will be releasing content that you have come to expect and rely on, hopefully. There will be we will not abate our release of content. There will still be
We're going to try
as
to
much, if not
minimize.
more
Yeah,
content.
we want to minimize any gaps in releasing content as possible. Of course, if the situation comes that we physically are not able to be here, some productions will become more difficult to accommodate for or make in their traditional form or in the length. So you might see differences in small interruptions to content, and so we appreciate your understanding and flexibility with that. But ultimately, I think we learned a lot, and we had a huge blast with everybody last Saturday at the 12-hour kind of extravaganza that we had. Yeah. And
I think we can all agree that was a light bulb moment for
it
us.
was a light bulb moment, absolutely.
You and Jordan and I huddled together for a conversation
Yes.
afterward it was great. It was actually, it's kind of funny how these this adversity can create opportunity.
Yeah.
And it was weird to be genuinely excited about the way we were creating content.
Yeah. It kind
Given
of
the
felt,
reason we were creating content.
Yeah, it felt like the core of our DNA is kind of like differences. I don't know. Anyway, I think what we're gonna do starting next week, once again, as much as we can. Obviously, if we have to work from home, we'll make adjustments. But what we want to do at Achievement Hunter is stream more than we have been in the past. So on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays from 1 to 5 p.m. Central, which is bear with me, 2 to 6 Eastern. 11 to 3 Pacific.
Yeah.
Sorry about the rest of the world. I apologize, but we'll be tweeting about this and stuff. But we want to stream during that time window, kind of like smaller formats to the 12-hour extravaganza. We want to stream some things that are like shows that we normally do, whether it be like a Let's Roll or a Let's Watch or something like that, with the idea that some of those might peel out and become videos. And then some of those might just be exclusive to that stream. But we want to have kind of like an Achievement Hunter the show sort of idea where it's like a variety show where we do a bunch of stuff that you know us well for, but also test stuff out, like the Electric Jenga stuff that went really well.
So fun.
Yeah,
I'll
we're
do that again.
We're
Yeah,
gonna make
absolutely.
we're gonna make lemonade out of this situation as
Yeah.
much as we can. And in addition to that's not just Achievement Hunter. This is an initiative for the entire company. So Funhouse, RT Animation, RT Core, and Achievement Hunter will all be a part of streaming and releasing content next week going forward. In hopefully the goal is from 1 to 5 every day, Monday through Friday. I hope we can pull that off. I hope we can pull off more than that. We're going to evaluate at the end of next week and determine if we can, if it's working, and if it does, if we can do more, or how we could pivot to better serve the audience. And like I said, this is such a fluid situation. That's the plan right now. Who knows what the plan will be in an hour?
Yeah, so that's the idea now. It could change, it could pivot, it could be that we're all working from home, so we fill that time slot with individuals streaming from home into
You might get like
hour
2 hours
blocks
of
or 2 hour
Ryan,
blocks, right?
or-
Yeah.
You know, so it might be Alfredo, Jeremy, Ryan, whatever, whoever's streaming. So just kind of stay loose and fast with it with us. It's going to be kind of flexible, but we're hoping that for the long term that this is something that we can mature up and turn into something more consistent. And we'd love your feedback and your involvement. So obviously, if you're watching this now, RTTV is free temporarily while everyone is at home. So please come on by and hang out in the chat, talk with us, hang out during the streams. And we're gonna hopefully keep it going for the long haul.
That's one thing I'm hoping that comes out of this whole thing is you know, we're in such our country and even our world is in the middle of such a partisan divide, and I get it. I feel very strongly on one side of that divide, and I know other people feel strongly on their side, and I get it because it matters. But at the end of the day, we're facing a global pandemic where a percentage of people, a not insubstantial percentage of people across the world, their lives are at risk. And if there was ever a time for us to come together and dial back the rhetoric a little bit and realize that our greatest strength is our ability to show compassion and love to and for each other, and that the real brilliance of humanity is our ability to to experience and give compassion and to be a community. And maybe if anything good can come out of this whole fucking horrible, heartbreaking, terrifying global event, it's that maybe it knocks the partisanship down a little bit, and maybe people just learn to care and love for each other and realize that at the end of the day, whether you're red or blue or whatever fucking color or political alignment you have, we're all just people trying to get through and trying to survive, trying to live, and live our simple little lives and do no harm to each other, and just all that other shit. It's important, but it's not as important as just looking out for each other and taking care of each other and being compassionate and kind and living your life with kindness and love. And I don't want to sound like a Tony Robbins self-help expert, but I'm just hoping that if there's a rainbow at the end of this very dark cloud, it's that we learn to knock it off a bit and appreciate each other and look out for each other.
Word.
How much will your seminar be, though?
Yeah. Well, he went to the presentation of the seminar.
Well, the first one's free.
The freebie. Okay.
First
This
one's
is the free one.
Can I do payment installation?
Details in the description below.
Also, you said Tony Robinson, and I did think in my head, I'm like, I wonder how many people.
Tony Robbins.
Sorry, I apologize.
Robinson.
Sorry.
I don't know
Still,
who that is.
case in point, people in the chat were like, who? I'm like, well.
Well, I mean, if you saw what was the Jack Black movie that he was in?
Jumanji.
Nacho Libre.
No, he was in both of those.
Rock.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Jumanji.
Shallow Hal.
Shallow Hal, which is a movie that could not be made today.
No, ignore that part. Ignore all that part.
know.
Ignore all that part. Tony Robbins is the guy in it.
I don't know.
Tony Robbins
if you
does
guys have
voodoo on
seen
him.
Shallow Hal, but that was a middle of the road, solid B romantic comedy from the late '90s, early 2000s.
Probably early 2000s.
That the world has changed a lot since
Yeah.
that movie came out. I'll say that.
It's very interesting too, because Gwyneth Paltrow recently came out saying like, I regret that film. And as an actor, I'm like, I can understand that. You're portraying someone negatively that you don't share a body type with, nor can you understand their experiences. But online, everyone's very polarized of like, good job, you recognize that was a mistake, or how dare you, that represented me as a person and I identified with that character, and now you're saying I don't want to be associated with that character. So I don't know what the internet's opinion is, but it's very divisive.
It's not the worst story, right? It's just kind of like at the end, he's like, oh, I'm stupid.
It's just about a guy being shallow. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is like, she didn't drink a magic potion at the end and become skinny.
I can't decide if I want to sit on my foot or not.
Oh, I'm sitting on my phone.
You've been sitting on your foot a lot.
I go back and
I
I go back
feel
and
like
forth.
it's gonna fall asleep.
It does.
Then you
back
could do
and
The
forth.
Stranger.
But this is an incredible. I challenge everyone to be as safe as humanly possible, even if you think that this is overblown or a part of a Democrat conspiracy to not get Trump reelected or whatever you think it is. I've seen a lot of crazy theories that it was engineered in a lab as biological warfare, whatever. Even if you think it's bullshit and it's no worse than the flu, you'd be wrong. But operate with an abundance of caution. But I've been so blown away. Like just this morning, I went for a walk. Walked my dog this morning, and there was a sign up on a post in the neighborhood on like a electric pole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to think what the name was.
Made
And
of
it
wood,
was from a neighbor who said, "Hey, I know a lot of people in the neighborhood are elderly or potentially have immunodeficiencies or are immune compromised. If you are worried about going to the grocery store or picking up medicine or necessities, this is my name and phone number. I'm working from home. I'm healthy. I'm young. I've got time. Please don't hesitate to call. I'll do your grocery shopping for you. I'll go to the pharmacy for you. I'll get your medicine.
That's awesome.
I'll do whatever I can to help." I thought that was a beautiful moment and a beautiful statement from a complete stranger, but that's what separates us from the other species on the planet, is that people can look past their own selfish needs and desires and without prompt offer to help other people in need. And it's like we need more people like that in the world. I say that, I caution you to be safe, and I don't want anybody to put themselves in danger, and I'm not recommending you go do that. I'm just saying that if you look around you, there are beautiful little moments of kindness in these hard times that shine a light on what humanity can be. And I just hope that we can all aspire to be better than we have been in the past, and just operate with some compassion. I feel like I keep hitting that word over and over again, but I just hope that we can all recognize that we're in this together, and what's good for me is good for you, and vice versa.
Did you feel bad when you prank called them though?
Oh, I ordered 200 pizzas to her house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I.
Oh.
I'm trying to bring it back a little bit. You pull it and I bring it back. I just called and said, you gave me the number and I just did a bunch of fart noises.
I was gonna say half jokingly, although I think it's true. There's the phrase of like, you know,
Don't half.
someone's. I won't be vulgar.
Full
either.
joke.
I'll keep it
Full
G-
joke. Keep it
G-rated.
clean. Be a lady.
But
So, gentlemen, if you would like to hear my opinion, if I have your permission, I can go ahead and start.
Alfredo,
Lord,
can you
yes,
hear?
all the permission.
Can you
all the
fucking
permission.
hear,
All
Alfredo?
the permission in the world.
The elegance.
Oh boy, the phrase is usually like a person's character is defined by what they do when someone's not looking. Okay, like you're not looking for recognition or praise. You're just doing it to be a good person. That's it. I would totally argue. Yeah, I don't know. I would totally argue that this is a great example. I think a person's true character is in like an emergency scenario. You see who is selfish as fuck and who is ready to.
Why
help
did you
everybody
point at
else.
me when you
Who is
said that?
Selfish as
Yeah.
fuck.
Damn.
Michael,
Whoa.
people.
All right,
Well,
I'll be
I'm
honest
gonna
though.
take
Like, get
I'm
out the
going
way.
to the beach. Woo! Who wants to play tug of war? Come on, let's party. Delivery is more than just pizza in 2020. Unlock your munchie potential with a selection of your favorite flavors from across the globe. You can order world cuisine from the comfort of your living room with DoorDash. DoorDash brings all the flavors of America right to your door. Ordering is easy. Open the DoorDash app, choose what you want to eat, and your food will be delivered to you wherever you are. Not only is your favorite burger joint already on DoorDash, but there are over 310,000 restaurant partners in 4,000 cities, so you might find a new favorite while you're at it. With door-to-door delivery in all 50 US states, Puerto Rico, Canada, and Australia, you can order from your local go-tos or choose from your favorite national restaurants like Chipotle, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, and the Cheesecake Factory. Yummo! With DoorDash, you'll never have to worry about your next meal. Right now, our listeners, that's you, can get $5 off their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code OFFTOPIC. That's $5 off your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code OFFTOPIC. Don't forget, that's code OFFTOPIC for $5 off your first order with DoorDash. Get to dashing them doors.
Don't talk
I'm
about
a
sex.
Gurk everybody I see.
Gurk City.
Dang.
Dude,
I was transmitted by Gherkin.
Have you
Yeah.
seen any of those videos of all those like 20-year-old assholes on the beaches like taking spring break, and they're just like, whatever, man. I'm not worried. If I get sick, I get sick. And it's just like 300 people on the beach, and it was the craziest thing about that to me that was like, holy shit, like I'm old, is all these like 20, 21-year-olds. They're going, hey, I had this plan for 2 months. I'm not canceling this. I was like, 2 months?
Oh,
Motherfucker.
wanted to do this.
I'm like, where'd the last 10 years go? You had 2 months?
It's true.
Takes me
Dude.
2 months to plan a weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
And
like
you know,
yeah. Like,
That's as far out as they've ever planned anything
Holy
in their lives
shit.
at that
100%.
point.
Like,
And they're just
I
like,
carried
everything's
2 children inside of
closing.
me for 9 months. Come on.
Also, dickhead on the beach in Panama City or Fort Lauderdale. The reality is, you probably are fine.
Well,
You
they all
probably
are.
are going to be okay.
They are.
But the woman or man who has to come behind you at your Holiday Inn Express and throw all your fucking liquor bottles away is going to get sick.
Yep.
And that sucks.
They're just out there trying to have a good time.
Yeah, they're just trying to have a good time while other people are trying to keep their families safe
as much
and
as
stay
I-
alive.
As much as I enjoy shitting on Florida too, because I visited there.
Why?
I lived in
Why
Florida
would
for like
you
5
shit on
years.
Florida?
A lot of people are saying that what you're seeing too are spring breakers from out of state. So it's not like, let's not build into the stereotype Florida like is
Florida's
Florida.
filled with old people.
Like,
They're not on the beach.
yeah, exactly.
I'll say it.
Florida
It's
is full of
everyone
old
from
people.
Indiana.
Yeah, it's all-
I
they're
see
all
you
retired.
Going down to Florida,
Yeah.
pounding brewskis on the
Pounding
pier.
brewskis? Brewski
Out there.
dooski?
Out there.
Trevor
well, they're
was
not in
icing
San
last
Francisco.
Go
week.
home.
We're quarantined.
Man, I was icing.
He was icing.
I was icing.
and I'm out.
We iced the other day.
All I know is
Get back
hard
home.
iced.
I can't go home.
That's it.
All I know is in about 9 months, I'm about to share a birthday with a lot of people.
Oh.
Because we're all
Hey,
quarantined up. We're banging. I mean, they're banging on the beach, but
So
we're
much.
banging up in quarantine.
There's a lot of Netflix.
They are saying that the
Live
next
everywhere.
baby boom will come after this.
is it.
Quarantine
Yeah,
situation.
probably.
What are
I
they
can
gonna
see.
call them? What are they gonna call the babies?
I'm having.
Although I gotta be
multiple
honest with you,
babies.
I'm not feeling super
You call
horny
them
these days.
You're
C-sections,
old,
dude.
though.
That's true.
Come on.
I'm just gonna
I'm
throw
old.
that out there. That's
Yeah.
not even a
dig though.
Yeah.
That's like they're probably talking about people in their 20s and 30s, not like 50.
Now, probably wouldn't be safe for me to have a kid at my advanced age.
Let me drop this bomb right now. In case anyone is unaware, let me drive this in.
Damn.
Ryan turns 40 this year.
Does.
Call him out. That's cold.
Fiona came into the office.
Yeah, you gray son of a bitch.
She walked
She just
in.
went straight to Ryan and was like, I just realized you're turning 40
Yeah, I
this year.
told her.
Oh, really?
You know what's funny to me? Ryan turns 40 this year. I turned 45 in a couple months, and he's still 10 years older than me.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's an old
Yeah.
man.
He is.
He's
Yeah.
curmudgeon-y.
He's
Gray
on
shit.
40 going on 55.
Gray's taking
The
over.
most baffling thing
What
is
happens
that
when you hit 40?
He's older
die.
than Jack.
Not what?
Yeah,
I hit 30. And
You have to-
God
Best
damn.
day.
you have to
Decades
pee
over.
more, and your dick doesn't get hard as
I gotta
often.
pee
But that's
now.
about it.
That's where they go back to the baby thing. What did you say about Jack?
I'm saying, to me, again, every time I think about that, I'm like, oh yeah, duh, Jack is younger than Ryan because Jack
Just a
to
little
me
bit.
is like,
Just a little bit.
he's emotionally 60. Jack
Oh,
has been.
is that a compliment or an insult?
It's a fact.
Oh, okay. Ooh, skirting that line.
Jack is a team hunter dad.
I'll say this, Alfredo. You spend a lot less time thinking about sex the older you get. Yeah.
You just spend more time doing it. Am I right?
No.
Damn, you don't think about it, you just fly right in.
Alfredo.
Pop that little blue pill. and
Less time thinking, more time dreaming.
Go to town.
I want to know what everyone's opinions are in the chat or in the comments when this comes out. Like what everyone's opinion is of our mental ages, right? We're saying Jack is 60. We're saying Ryan's 55.
I'll follow. I have a
how
question
old
for you.
am
I'll
I?
follow that up.
You're 15.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 6.
Wow.
I'm getting younger, baby. Space Jam's
way
about
down
20
there.
years.
That's
Most anime protagonists are 15 through 17. I feel like that's where Michael falls under.
Damn.
How about
Sure and ready to fight.
I swing
dumb.
from wildly immature
Trevor's
to
a
like
swinger.
stressed out.
I see you over there swinging.
How about this? When
dog.
you close your eyes and think about yourself, not like think about me right now, what
Yeah.
I'm wearing, but would you like vaguely
What's
think
your
about
vision
yourself?
of your, like-
What is your vision of yourself?
Hero.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
me. Hero.
No, I mean because I have a
Strong,
very
masculine, ripped, by rippling abs.
because I'm a certain age in my head. When I think about myself, I'm always the same age.
What age are
I
you?
think it froze, like it stopped growing with me at like 27.
Really?
26, 27.
For me, it's about 22. When I think about myself, I think about it like a 22,
Dang.
23-year-old.
See, I don't think
try this.
age-wise, but if I think about myself, I never think about my physical body. It's like, I don't know if you've seen Rick and Morty, where he's stealing
You ever
that
heard of that
cloud.
show?
Yeah, okay, fine. I know Jeff's
It's an
watched
indie
it.
film.
Weird.
Sorry. There's
ever
an
heard of it?
episode where he takes a cloud and he's trying to save the cloud. It's voiced by Jermaine Clements.
Yeah, and he
but
kills it.
that's-
Great episode, by the way.
Have you guys seen this season at all?
No, I haven't started
have
yet.
it.
I've been meaning to
started
watch
yet.
it. I just
I was too
I think it's
irate
the
at
best.
them taking a break.
I think it's like 3. There's only 5 episodes so far, right?
Yeah.
I think 3 of the episodes are probably 3 of the top 5 episodes of all.
really.
I was
really
watching.
good.
I was binge watching the Stephen King show.
The Outsider?
HBO, The Outsider.
Is it good?
Yeah, yeah.
Did he get inside
It's
yet?
I mean, it's a slow burn, but it's a good payoff.
That's
Would you finish it?
It was very intriguing. I finished it. I finished
Okay.
it.
Was it
It's
10 episodes?
10 episodes.
Oh, it's
I wanna
over
watch it.
already?
Is it,
I've been
is it
like-
done, or is it there a second season?
It's
like a book, right?
Okay.
There's a book.
Does it? But I mean, does it resolve the story?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Speaking of like Stephen King and second seasons, I started Castle Rock season 2. I haven't heard anybody talk about it. I'm really struggling.
I gotta
I'm like,
blast my wee-wee.
I'm like
I'll be
episode
back.
3 or 4, and like it's not like it's a bad story. It's just something about it. I'm not very good at describing. I'm not like a writer.
I think the
I'm just like I've fallen off.
I think the
times.
problem is our tolerance for quality is a lot like lower than it was because we are inundated with so much quality
gotta
content.
choose.
That you really, even if it's subconscious in your head, you're thinking like, why would I watch a solid B when there are 10 A's I'll never get to?
Meanwhile,
There's a
I'm just
lot of
like
content.
sitting back with Barbara and laughing at The Circle
Yes.
on the Netflix.
Yeah.
Have you guys watched The Circle Brazil yet?
No.
Yeah,
Or like
there's
The
Circle Brazil.
Bachelor or whatever. Any of those like.
Circle's
Did you
really
watch The
good.
Circle? You like it?
I'm like, we're a couple episodes in, and honestly, it's not great. I'm like,
I loved it.
All I do is sit there and talk. I'm like, shit, what is his name? Joey or something? Like, why is this guy yelling? He's like yelling everything. He says, okay, Circle. I want to tell my buddy Shuby that he's a good guy. Like, that's all it is.
That friendship becomes so endearing. Over
It
time,
is,
though.
honestly, it
It
is.
does.
That's the whole show. I
Shuby's
think,
like the
is
nicest guy.
Shuby and Joey.
Are y'all all
Yeah.
reality TV people then?
Listen.
Okay, I thought Barbara was, and you were just trying to be a good boyfriend, which is awesome. If
It
you
started
actually like
that way.
That's
I
great.
think
Oh, if it's
something
on, I'll
happened.
watch the show.
It took me.
I will say the show's not great, but there's something that happens in the last 2 episodes where you just like them all.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't
it
know.
out.
And I just I follow them all on Instagram now, and I there's the dude.
I don't
the
go
dude
that far.
I don't want to spoil anything, but there's a dude named Seaburn who is playing like a hot chick.
Oh.
He is
awesome.
he is
he come in later?
really endearing. He's in it from the beginning, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then I know who you're talking about.
And just those characters are just kind of endearing. That show grabbed me in a way that the other newer one hasn't. The new love one where they fall in love without meeting each other.
Love is Blind.
Oh,
Like,
I watched through that whole thing.
I
That's
watched
so
The Circle.
juicy.
I haven't gotten into Love is Blind yet. but-
I tiptoed on that one. Barbara watched it, and like I kind of watched, and so like it was hard to grip me on that one too.
yeah.
Am I wrong as
It's
someone
just
who hasn't watched
interesting.
reality TV? So we have The Circle, professional catfishing, basically.
Can be.
It's
yeah.
like a popularity
part of it.
contest
Yes.
too, though.
Catfish.
It's more like I would say that The Circle. The best way to describe Circle is social media, the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like just how to become more popular on social media,
So you
either
don't get voted out.
by
Yeah.
being
Oh,
a
can you
true or,
become an
false,
influencer?
like
Yeah,
lying
yeah.
or being honest, and how to become.
Are you gonna lie
Love
or
is
be honest?
Blind
so you don't,
is
get voted?
I'll look at your. Is that where they reveal parts of the body and they're like,
No,
that's a different show.
They don't get
Oh.
to see each other. They all just get to go on blind dates where they don't get to see each other.
okay.
And then after that, there's like a proposal. And then they're like, okay, you get to
Now
see
you get
each
to
other. And now you guys are in the real world.
Like
Yeah.
the
See how it
goal.
works.
The goal is for
That's
them
like
to fall in
90
love
Day
without ever
Fiancé.
meeting.
Yeah.
It is kind of like, and supposedly the new season of 90 Day Fiancé, everybody's talking about it. So I watched the first episode because there's a dude that puts mayonnaise on his head.
yes,
Why?
yes.
Why?
I lick it off.
What is this last laugh?
I watched it because they were talking about it on Tom Segura the other day on Your Mom's House, and they were playing clips, and it was so funny. 90 Day Fiancé is a show that doesn't grab me. I know Gus is obsessed with it, and I've tried, but watching that fucking little dude with no neck put mayonnaise on his head
It's funnier the more you
is
explain it.
one
No neck
of
guy?
Neck?
the funniest things I've seen in a long time. And also, you just want to hug the guy.
Is The Circle
so
an
bad for
MTV
him.
show?
It's a Netflix.
Netflix show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
now
it's
we
one of
have Netflix original reality TV shows. There's MTV, and
Yeah.
then there's
Real
TLC.
life. Real world,
Yeah.
rather.
Are
There- I
usually
mean,
the big
Real world and
VH1.
Jersey Shore.
Netflix is just getting into reality TV. To my knowledge, they only have the big three, which is The Circle, Love is Blind, and then Next in Fashion. Which I don't know if you guys are watching Next in Fashion. Look,
I haven't seen that one.
I want to.
That's white power. Sorry.
I like-
Sweet.
Yes.
I like that the chat has now said this has become Spill the Reality.
Oh, I know. And then I'm gonna get man. Every time we mention reality TV, if I'm within 10 feet of the conversation, I get so many fucking angry tweets from people the next day that are like, "Nobody cares about your shitty reality TV."
Damn.
I'm sorry, I didn't start this conversation.
Also,
but if people are gonna talk about it around me, I'm gonna talk about it.
It's terrible TV, but it's
I've been watching
juicy
Better
to
Call Saul.
watch.
How about that?
Oh,
I've been
fuck
watching.
yeah.
I'm 2 episodes left of season 3.
Wait,
I
anyone
haven't-
watch the first episode of Westworld, season 3?
Yes.
How about this?
No.
Who's caught up on My Hero season 4?
Okay.
Not me, I need
All
to.
right. I'm getting an
My Hero Academia.
Yeah, you're caught up.
Yeah, there you go.
Damn, dude. What do
We
you
saw
think
the
about
movie.
that first arc?
It was all right. I thought it was okay.
We talked about that already.
It was fine.
Let's talk about the show
Same.
now.
It's okay.
Better Call Saul is like halfway through that last. Is this the last season?
I don't
Or
think
the most
they know.
recent
I don't.
season.
Season 5 is the most recent season.
Wait, no, they confirmed that
And they're about halfway through.
there might be one more after this, and I think then it's over.
Okay. I mean, I don't know because I'm only on season 3, but Jack told me that they're getting. He's up to date on it. That they're getting very close to the beginning of Breaking Bad. Although I was reading about it, Saul Goodman or Jimmy McGill, as his name is, he doesn't appear, I don't think, in Breaking Bad till season 2. So I wonder if they will run Better Call Saul concurrent with with the events of
Might
Breaking Bad,
overlap.
which would be very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, the way they wrote that universe together without not only without ruining established lore, but also while elevating existing characters and story points and all that. It was so well done. I was like, if those guys, I forget their names at the moment, but if they were interested, no, the writers. If they were interested, I would say that DC should pluck those kind of people. It's such a unique talent to write a universe. Pluck those people and have them write
Great world building.
like for the DCU, or at least consult for like, you know, look at the comics and then consult for the big picture. Because like the way they did that is like phenomenal. Hats off to those guys.
DC needs help.
And it's really impressive that like
animated, though.
Breaking Bad.
Animated, yeah.
Breaking Bad is I would say many consider to be the greatest television show of all time. And if not the greatest television show of all time, I think that most people consider Bryan Cranston's performance
Yeah.
to be the greatest, one of the greatest acting performances in the history of
I'm
television.
gonna watch it.
I don't think
have you not seen it?
No.
Oh, it's amazing.
You have
I
But-
can rewatch.
20 hours.
Come over.
ahead of
Better
my
Call
friend.
Saul is such a different
I've only
show
watched it once.
with a different
Oh, okay.
tone
I'll watch it.
and a different vibe, but still existing within that universe is really impressive.
Yeah.
That they're able to tell two intersecting but vastly different stories with different tone and be able to make them fit and feel a part of the same world is really cool. You don't even like with the Marvel Cinematic Universe is phenomenal, but there's not a hell of a lot of difference between watching the Avengers and Thor and Captain America. You feel like it's just all part of a larger story, and all of those individual movies serve to tell this one story and serve a greater good. That's not the case with Better Call Saul. We're not trying to get anywhere. We're just telling a different, disparate story about a character who happens to appear in Breaking Bad, and it doesn't feel like they need to feed into each other in any way, it's beautiful storytelling.
Nice.
It's-
we
yeah,
haven't
it's
watched
awesome.
Better Call Saul, but talking about Alfredo being like, oh, I've never watched Breaking Bad. We didn't watch it because Jack just
Because of
went on
Jack.
and
Jack.
on
I didn't watch it 'cause of
forever.
Jack.
Jack did.
Yeah.
And now it sounds like he's, I feel like even if I didn't know subconsciously, I know he's jacking Better Call Saul.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
So when it's done and over with and it's free of Jack's death grip, I'll then watch it and enjoy it.
And he's right. It's an amazing show. We loved every second of it.
Stop
But
talking about it.
If
Stop
Jack
jacking it.
was like, you should watch the show.
You know what? You know what I'm never gonna do ever. At least, okay, for the next 5 years. You know, what I'm not gonna do dig fucking 3 holes and build a trellis
Oh.
because that's all he's talking about. He's digging his goddamn holes
Oh, I thought you
for
were
his
talking
garden.
Shia
Oh,
LaBeouf.
it's
Oh,
Yeah,
he's been on this garden
Yeah,
kick.
good-
He's like
classic.
building a setup for
It's
Katie.
for Katie, yeah.
it's for Katie, but it's like he's obsessed with it.
Yeah.
It's all he tweets about. He dug a hole one day and he's like, I dug this
Just
hole. And
remind
there's a
him-
tape measure in the hole.
Just
Shia
remind him one of
LaBeouf
his
was there
posts is
first.
a little skew with.
Oh, a little skewed. I think he pointed it out.
did,
too. He
but
was
I
like,
wanna
he was like,
forget.
that was to try to like stop the wall of comments coming in. Like, I know it's a little off. People told him anyway.
Is there anything else you guys are into right now? My Hero, that's good.
That's good.
Is that on Netflix?
What are you watching, Frey?
It's
Crunchyroll?
Funimation.
Well, fun.
One, yeah, I did The
Multiple
Outsider,
platforms.
but I don't think any of you guys are watching Castlevania.
No, I'm gonna watch The Outsiders.
Which season, dog?
3.
Oh, here's what I'll tell you right now. Fucking put Iris to bed last night. She freaks out a lot of
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
I'll just go to bed with her because she's got a big ass bed.
Yeah.
Without fail, I wake up like 3, 4 in the morning and I'm fucked because then I can't go right back to sleep. It's like, oh, then I'm up for like an hour and a half. 4 a.m. last night. I wasn't ready to watch Castlevania season 3. I watched the last episode of season 1 and the 7th episode because that's the good one.
Yep.
Of season 2. So now I'm ready. Just as like, where did I leave off again? Last season, episode 1, it's like, boom, Alucard. He's like, oh, they have that cool ass fight. It's almost the whole episode. It's like, cool.
great-
Fast forward, season 2,
great
episode
show.
7, let's fight Dracul. Pa, 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 pa.
Season 3 is so good without a character that I thought would be there.
Can I ask a question?
The monkey. You're talking about the monkey?
Castlevania?
Well, we're also playing
Jeff, you may-
DBZ.
We're not. I am, and I'm also not. I played it. And
This family is.
That's true.
Who is?
no one's playing.
played
it.
it
Who's playing
No one's
DBZ in your
I
house?
started
You
it.
saw the video.
No one.
Iris was watching.
I started it, and I went, I hate this game. I'm not going to play it. It's too much.
But we got Animal Crossing and Doom this
I
weekend.
don't give a shit about
Yeah.
Animal Crossing. Doom?
I have to give
Awesome.
some shit because Jackie's gonna be playing it, and then when she sleeps, I'm gonna let myself get access to her like garden, and then I'm gonna
fuck it
destroy
up.
everything.
I'm
You're
going to
gonna
let
steal her-
myself.
Let me tell you.
Exotic fruit.
Let me tell you what I was doing last night.
Yeah, I'm gonna or Apple's hostage,
Whoa, was that Fredo over there?
Gems of War?
dude.
The-
Watching Jack play Doom is the best.
Yeah, that's.
Those.
Well, talking about Iris watching DBZ, she came over, Michael was playing, and it was a moment where Goku was talking to Gohan, and she went,
Right, it's the first
"Dada."
hour of the game.
Yeah, she went, Dada, Iris. And we're like, yeah, sure. Here. You guys are Goku and Gohan.
It really ruined
Have it.
It did.
what I know
and
was
then
a
Chi-Chi
good
came over
show.
and yelled, and apparently that was me, and Mama is mad. So I'm Chi-Chi, which is fantastic.
Goku's
Is
always screwing off.
Castlevania just a cartoon about Simon Belmont fighting Dracula?
It's Trevor.
Trevor Belmont.
But, I mean, there's like a
Trevor
million
Yeah,
Belmonts.
same family.
But it's just like it's a vampire story?
Fans will
It's like
pass
stars
that.
Dracula, but it's more
Yeah.
just like monsters
Monsters
in
and
general.
demons
It's not like
hell.
just
Would I like it?
Dracula.
hell.
Probably. I
I
mean,
like
it's anime.
vampires. I like vampires.
It's
a-
pretty cool. It's good. So
For an
season one.
animated show, it's really
Season 1 is
strong
only 4
story,
episodes.
character development.
They're like 30-minute, like 25-minute episodes.
Yeah.
Season 1 essentially is a movie, right?
Okay.
It's an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And then season 2 is 8 episodes, and then season 3 is 10 episodes.
10, yeah.
So I'm looking forward to getting to that.
All of the
It's good,
seasons
man.
are strong.
It's good.
So if you like season 1, it just keeps getting better.
And like it's like pretty hardcore of like like PG-13.
Right, yeah.
You know, Trevor
Gruesome.
Belmont.
Okay.
Trevor Belmont's like, ready? He looks at the camera and he goes, "Fuck." Yeah, and then he takes a whip.
I would never say
People get messed up. We would.
have
She
you.
shouldn't. Though.
Really?
that. Have.
Somebody in the comments asked how my gems achievements go, and thank you for asking. I'm up to 10%.
Oh, your
I had
Jeff
10%
achievement?
this week.
Whoa.
Big. The jump from
Double
9%
digit.
to 10% was a lot of work. And those motherfuckers released like 3 more achievements that I have to get to, and one of them,
Is that the one that says "Good luck, Jeff"? Or whatever.
that's the Jeff achievement.
Okay.
That I'm 10%. They released another one that is basically the achievement that took me forever to get. They're basically like,
10 times that.
do that again. Just one more time.
What?
But basically just redo all of that effort exactly again.
Someone is like,
In addition
out.
to,
I'm out.
Hey Jeff, fuck you for the next 10 years of your life.
yeah,
You're gonna be
someone that like a
collecting these
developer on
medals.
that game is like, this one's for Jeff, and then
one's-
click,
this'll
and
ruin-
smiles.
We just
live.
got him and all of his free time for the next decade.
Yeah.
Laughing at the chat. Someone said Castlevania season 3. There's titties and dick, and I went,
Dang. Okay, I'm in.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'll
Titties
speed
and
up
dicks.
in there.
There's sex.
Dude, I'm of the
Sex
opinion
and demons.
Sex stuff?
that if you're gonna hang nips or lips,
Did you say hang nips?
if you're gonna hang nips or
damn,
lips,
dude.
you gotta hang dong.
yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
agree.
I've
The equivalent
Equality.
of those
nips
out.
and lips a lot.
And here's the thing.
So I guess
Hang some nice dong.
Yeah.
Right? Dong's always like gross dong. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, look at this weird dong. You know what I mean?
Dogs
Like,
are weird though.
They are weird, but like, you put some effort into it, you know? It's always like some nice nips and like,
Smooth that
whoa,
dick out.
shocking lips, and then some guy like, bleh.
Some guy's like,
Real
I don't
quick.
care.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
that note,
Yeah.
define a nice dong? What is a nice dong to Mike?
I don't know, just clean it up, you know? Clean it up a little bit.
Presentation.
Have like a nice
Okay.
glamour shot, you know?
Don't be like,
Glamour shot.
yeah, dude.
An establishing shot.
Like,
of
give a shit
lakes
about
and
it.
Like there were
valleys of
no
the penis.
good dongs
you
at Game of
can't
Thrones.
just
dog
sit,
buns.
sit
There's always a
there
guy
and
like-
send like just a
Dude,
top down dick
most-
shot. You gotta work with the light, the ambiance. You gotta get the
Fluff it
different
up.
You gotta
angles.
powder it.
Get like
Depending on the
a,
curvature of your penis.
get like a
that depends on the
freshly
angle.
showered
filter?
dong.
No filter? We
Dude, a
don't know.
freshly showered dong is a
freshly
nice
showered
dong.
dong, like a dong that looks like it smells
Freshly
Now, that's
nice.
shaved?
fragrance.
But,
Freshly
like,
showered
No
dong.
puckered
But, like,
balls.
Dong you can cuddle with.
No
you
extra
know?
hangers. Like,
You know where you always see
Like a
dong, like
pillow.
right after banging, and it's like limp and dead, just kind of lying there in the
I
bed.
wasn't gonna say
Or some
What?
good pissing.
yeah.
That's you get pissed on.
Or he's just got some like gross, unruly bush.
This fucking Game of Thrones.
know.
It's like, check this out.
I'm glad Michael mentioned it
Golden.
because
Stop pointing your poke me in the eye.
I'm glad you said
Don't
it,
poke
Michael.
my
Thank
eye.
you. Because I agree. A lot of heterosexual males will point to shows like Game of Thrones and go, oh yeah, someone's having sex, their tits out, like some lady's looking
yeah,
hot.
sure.
And then a dude will come around and someone who is interested in male anatomy sexually is like, yeah. And then it's like, gross.
That's
Or, like, a
you
really
are
weird
just repeating everything we've
scene.
been talking
I
about.
know, I
Jump
agree.
scare,
Like,
penis.
Somebody in the chat just mentioned Dr. Manhattan. Great use of dong.
Yeah,
Giant
just like,
dong.
boom.
Great dong.
There it is.
Great job.
Big
big
blue
big
dong.
blue dick.
Blue dong.
He even tried to
Smash
have
dong.
a gangbang session with Spectre, and it didn't happen. But I appreciate the effort.
What?
Well done, Mr. Manhattan.
When
No,
was that in
Well,
the
with himself.
graphic
in
novel?
no,
Like,
in the
what?
comic, he wakes her up, and there's multiple Dr. Manhattans like
Like in the movie
fondling
when
her.
they're all
movie, that
touching
does
on her.
happen.
Oh.
I mean,
There's a bunch of hands on her.
In the movie, there's like 5 Manhattans. I don't know how many
Yeah.
dongs are out and about.
No,
but,
they
like,
don't actually gang.
He's there.
They were all
That I
Ken
know of.
dolls.
Whoa, we're getting into some
You gotta
freaky
stop
shit.
saying GB.
Gangbangs?
Stop.
That's
Any
wild.
So,
Just show more dong.
My Hero Academia, Castlevania, The Outsider.
What am I watching?
I'm
saw
currently
Frozen
watching
2.
The
through
Circle.
McMillions.
Watch Frozen.
Oh, how do you like it?
So far, I'm kind
watched
of
the
on the
first
fence.
episode last
I
night.
think it's a little drawn out, but it's very intriguing.
Who would disagree with that?
Jack Patillo.
He's screaming about it.
jacked
What's he
it.
screaming
Fighting
about?
me off.
Jacking it
Loves
on me.
It's.
Oh.
I will say, I
was
watched the
accidental.
first episode. It was 55 minutes. It felt like 2 hours.
Oh, that's good,
It's
right?
a little
It
long.
ends very strong.
It
I
ends
think
strong.
it ends great. It ends with a good hook. But man, they could have cut that down.
I'm in the mid-season, and I feel like I don't know where else to go. And the thing is, when I went into it, I thought it would be like a one-off documentary, 2 hours. We're gonna get the story.
Find
So,
out who
like,
Uncle Jerry is or
There's
whatever.
definitely a lot to uncover, but in the mid-season, I've kind of
he's in
lost
the
some
gangbang.
steam, so I don't know if I'll finish it. But
I
it's interesting.
struggled to get through episode 1 last
Yeah.
night. I mean, it was late and I was tired, But
I chuck it on and then I like do the social media thing and kind of half pay attention.
I'm very interested in the story
Yes.
and the reality of it. I didn't know that was going on.
Yeah.
I was like, McDonald's PR or
fascinating.
whoever did a pretty good job of not hiding it, but like
Their
directing
PR is
attention
the one,
away from it.
That's the thing is they hired out the PR team that
Yeah.
did all of this.
I
So
know.
it's like it was to kind of just cut it off. But I'm also watching Star Wars Rebels, the final season.
Oh.
Season 7. Yeah, it's interesting.
Season 7.
Yeah.
Well, the show ended
not
forever
know.
ago. and then
I've
they
never
brought it-
seen
they
it.
brought
I thought
it
that was
back.
maybe like
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. Is that like Clone Wars?
That's after Clone Wars.
Yeah, it's different spot in the timeline, but similar in that
There's
it's
a lot of Star Wars I've never
Rebels,
seen.
was Rebels the Disney one? Which one's Rebels?
Rebels is right before Episode 3.
Was Rebels the one with Freddie Prinze Jr.?
I
think
don't know it that
is.
well.
I think it is.
You're watching
Pretty-
season
pretty
7.
sure.
Yeah, well, I didn't watch the other seasons.
Why the hell are you watching season 7?
Because I read up on it. I
you
caught up on all the lore, and like now that season 7's
what's
rolling
the
out.
what's the main kid's name?
The main kid?
Guy?
Gooba.
Who's in it?
Who, Anakin?
Is that's Rebels?
No, it's Gooba Walker.
Oh.
Listen. Shoot.
I would have believed you.
What'd you say,
The
Gooba?
Gooba Walker.
Yeah.
Oh, listen. I
Oh,
don't know.
Grey's Anatomy is amazing. Yes, I still love it.
Someone said you have
someone
to
asked.
Now I gotta pull it up. Dang it.
But it's
kill
gonna
me.
If
come
his
forward.
name is Gooba Walker, I'm gonna give Trevor $1,000 right now.
Gooba Walker.
It is not Gooba.
It's so weird because Alfredo and I especially bond on like being nerds and loving comic books, video games, and some
damn it.
anime. But you just mentioned watching Grey's Anatomy. I was like, I'm out. I've never.
I've never
watched
seen an
it.
episode.
No,
I don't know anything about
Well,
it.
I mean,
Didn't appeal to me.
okay. So this is no excuse, but like, man, like I was really getting into anime. Then I saw Code Geass, and I was just like, there's just no way.
It's trippy.
Like the ending of Code Geass, I was like, this is the best ending of any anime of all time.
That
You just
too.
can't. How do you
I didn't know
What a
you made it all the way to
claim.
the end. I thought you tried it and went, this is.
No, I watched season 1 and was like, whoa, that's crazy. And throughout the whole show, I was like, I can't believe it did that. And then season 2, I was like, this is the best ending of any show I've ever seen.
Trevor, the audience seems to think you're
Yeah, I'm an
referring to
idiot.
Clone Wars, not Rebels.
Yeah,
The
I
guy's name
definitely
is
mixed
Ezra.
them up because I knew in my head, I was like, okay, don't mix them up. And so I thought that and then spoke and then mixed them both up, which is why I didn't remember Ezra's name from Rebels because I didn't watch Rebels.
Next time,
But I've
think
read up
before
on
you
Clone
speak,
Wars.
Fool.
That's Freddie Prinze, isn't it? Or is he somebody else?
Freddie Prinze is in
He's not the kid. He's just some dude with the
like
kid.
canon or
Is
something.
Rebels
Somebody
the one where they had the
asked
black
where
saber?
this-
Like that with a kid.
Rebels is the one where they're like, he's not a Jedi, but then he becomes a Jedi.
Trevor, where's this shirt from? Somebody asked on the chat where this shirt's from.
That
It's an
shirt?
Achievement Hunter shirt, right?
Or this one. That
It's
one?
an old energy
That
drop.
that
Or
is
it
a Achieve.
It's a
right?
first
Is it
generation Achieve shirt, maybe.
Glit?
No, it's not. It's not.
Well, it
it
says
was
2008, so.
That's
Well,
when
that's when we were
Achievement
formed.
happened. You might be
Oh,
wearing
that is the
Achievement.
Achievement one.
That was.
Oh, this is probably an Achievement shirt.
That was
actually.
Q3.
Yeah, I
is
think
it-
it was
is it in
the
this
porter.
one?
It was sometime mid to late last
Yeah, you might
year.
have. I don't.
I don't think I own an Achievement Hunter shirt. I think I only own an Achievement Hunter in this.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Yep, it's Achievement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Freddie Prinze plays Canon in Rebels. Just put my foot in my mouth.
So, like, he's canon, or his guy's name's canon?
Canon. K-A-N.
So canon is canon.
A-N.
Got it.
Yeah, that's Freddie Prinze. Yeah, I've been meaning. I've been on the fence about jumping into Rebels because I really enjoy the Star Wars like universe, and like I've been reading some of the comics and listening to some people that discuss the comics that have been coming out about Kylo Ren and stuff and Vader. But yeah, when it comes to the animated series, I'm very casual because like there's just a lot to dive into and there's a lot to watch.
There's a lot of them that have fillers too, but I mean, you can go online and there's a lot of lists of like skip these episodes and just watch these, which is
Yeah.
like nice. But yeah, that stuff goes on forever.
Just watched that episode of Hunter.
What's up?
As Millie just watched that episode of Hunter.
Oh no.
You okay?
Yeah, she's real sweet. She's really adorable.
We
What
just
a,
watched,
what a beautiful child.
We watched Castle in the Sky recently. with Alfredo.
Yeah.
Good one.
Did
All right.
Iris like it?
Oh, she didn't really watch it.
Yeah. She did not like the robot.
She very much did not like the menacing.
The
robot.
friendly,
Did
menacing
like
robot.
the chips though.
Is Castle in the
She was eating
Sky
chips and she was
is not Howl's Moving Castle.
Correct.
No.
And it's
They're
not
different
Castle
films.
Cagliostro.
No.
3 different films.
There's
like-
3 different Miyazaki
A lot of castles
castle
out there.
films.
A lot of castles out there.
He likes castles and planes, man. That's,
Freaking the audience
I don't-
out. It's Kanan.
I don't
guess.
know.
I didn't watch
know that
Rebels.
I've
I
still
told
Kanan.
you.
Kanan
I
is
apologize.
canon or
You're
no?
right.
Okay.
It's Kanan, I guess. I didn't watch Rebels. I apologize.
Castle in the Sky is, if you watch the English dub, it has Mark Hamill in it. Anno Paquin is the main character. can't remember who else.
Well, what's the story?
Judi Dench.
I'm trying to remember if I've seen it.
Girl falls from sky, has magic necklace that shows where Castle in the Sky is located. She's being kidnapped by people. Another protagonist has to save her from the kidnappers.
Castle in the Sky, a very advanced civilization.
Yes. Yeah. It's like Atlantis. It's like, oh wow, they're so high tech.
No, it's in the sky. Atlantis is in the sea.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Flip it.
two separate. And
I guess I never saw it.
There's a lot of going after the young girl.
Correct. I was saying, amazing performance. Mark Hamill is the main villain. He plays a couple of characters because
He's
it's Mark
creepy.
Hamill.
He was very creepy.
But oh boy, do they hit hard on him being like, ugh,
Come here, little girl.
You're like,
Show
ooh,
you around.
that's- Mark, you're too good at that. Stop. Ooh. Oh boy. But yes, it was really good. A little too long. That's
Ooh,
it.
somebody says Howl's Moving Castle is the best Ghibli movie.
It's a good one.
a good one.
I think it's Michael's favorite.
Disagree.
Good. I think it is my
Is
favorite.
it your favorite?
What's the best?
Out of
Kiki's?
what I've seen.
I think Kiki's the best.
See, Kiki's is great, but it's
Kiki
a slice
or
of life.
Awesome.
It is, yeah.
Kiki-
Kiki's is good, but it's so like.
Or Porco Rosso, I love a lot.
We
Porco
also
Rosso's
watched that
awesome.
one's
Yeah.
fucking
That's
weird.
a phenomenal movie.
That's so weird.
Is it
Really good
Totoro?
No, Totoro's
Nah, Totoro's
Totoro or Spirit.
Iconic, yeah, I guess.
I think Spirited Away is overrated, honestly.
It is.
I really do.
I will
I'm
fight.
sorry.
It 100% is.
I will
I
fight.
really do.
Princess Mononoke is my favorite and the best one. Moving on. Okay.
Kiki was like cool, but it just didn't have that like grandiose story to it.
I think the thing that was great for Kiki was Millie was of an age where she was probably 4 or 5.
Your bias is showing.
So she was like running around with a broom and like delivering stuff. It was like it was more
That's
fun because of her
awesome.
age.
She was
Oh, yeah.
boring.
You know?
So you got something out of it.
I got something.
You're like,
out of
gimme,
it,
gimme,
yeah.
gimme.
Yeah, and put it to work.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I first watched that when I was in the same age range as Kiki, so I feel like I identified with that character. I was like, I'm gonna make it. Like, man, being a teenager is hard.
Yeah.
I can get through it. Gosh darn it. Now I just don't identify. It's nice, but you know,
I think a
past
lot,
that phase of my life.
a lot of people are still saying Spirited Away, and then people are saying
Nah, it's not that good.
Mononoke. Those movies are good, but they're long.
Spirited Away,
They're very
dude.
long.
I'll be honest, they're all fucking
Castle
long.
in the Sky was a little
Castle in the
too
Sky
long.
was too long.
It was
little too long.
it was like 20 minutes.
It was they're fucking long ones, man. They're all like over 2 hours. You feel that. You're like, woo.
Yeah.
Porco Rosso was wild.
The older I get, the less patience I have
You're
for
just a
long movies.
fucking pig.
Also, there's like a lot of movies nowadays are just like, there's like fast. Here's this, here's that. Like they just give you everything. They don't really draw out like characters and whatnot.
I recently got a subscription to the Criterion Channel. They have like a streaming service. Not on Xbox, unfortunately, so I have to watch it on my laptop. But it's what I watch when I go to bed. I'll watch like an old Ingmar Bergman film or whatever. And a lot of French stuff right now. And the first thing I do is look at a movie, and if it's over an hour and like 35 minutes, I'm like, I'll watch that some other time. I don't have an appetite for anything over an hour and a half anymore.
I get it.
It's like it's such a long period of time to sit in one spot.
Well,
Movies are that short, really, anymore. It seems like shows got a lot longer,
In the olden days, they were.
and movies have gotten a lot longer,
Yeah.
which can be good. I mean, if you like a certain universe or a certain story and you want to just live in it longer, that's great. It also makes it more difficult to like consume everything, right? Because there's more things and they're all longer. And
I recently just watched an Italian movie. I can't remember the name of it.
oh, The Italian Job.
No, I'm gonna look it up while you guys.
Time Job 2. They're gonna make a
Definitely.
sequel.
More Italian.
It's coming.
Someone asked about Resident Evil. We did a Let's Watch.
Yeah, so we did a Let's Watch in Doom yesterday. Jack played, and it was
It was so
an
entertaining.
experience. And then we did Resident Evil today, which just came out today. If you want to play the demo, I think it's out on Xbox today. It's either Xbox and PS4 today, PC tomorrow, or Xbox today, PS4 and PC tomorrow. PC was definitely one day later. I can't remember if PS4 was with that or not. I don't know why.
Surprised that PS4 was a day later.
I know PC was. I don't remember if PS4 where that was.
I will wait till tomorrow.
But yeah, it's a good demo. It's quick. It's like 20, 30 minutes, depending on how good you are and how
Yeah.
much shit you want to find. But it's a good, like, this is the game,
Yep.
you know? Which it's, if you played the Resident Evil 2 remake, very similar. Couple changes, little tweaks, but it's essentially the same as the remake that came out last year, which is good.
This is awesome.
If you played it, it's a fucking great game.
Capcom, man, they're killing it. Absolutely killing it. Everything they're putting out is just like bangers.
Doom is just like,
It was
lot.
fun.
it's a lot. Well, watching Jack play.
I had a blast watching Jack play. The first thing he jumped in, he started like controlling with his mouse. Trevor and I just went, his DPI is off the fucking chart.
I said it.
He was like,
Yeah, dude.
Fredo was like writhing in his chair.
and I was like, ooh.
Those demons were getting
And then I had to
scared
laugh.
to like when he
was
gonna
like
hit them.
Baby Driver, like blasting eardrums, because like he'd see an enemy and he'd go bang, bang.
Yeah, he'd shoot to the side of them.
It was like,
Millie says hi to everybody, but
oh, nice.
Hi.
I won't say hi because she said it. She's not watching.
she is watching.
Oh, shit. Hi, Millie.
Hi, Millie.
Hey.
Damn, dude. I guess you'll do anything when you're isolated.
Even watch us.
Used to watch this.
Most of us saw Parasite. We praised it. It was
the
awesome.
thing-
Good movie.
The thing
love
about
it.
Jack playing Doom, which like, I don't feel like I laid into him in the video. I didn't want to be like, you're bad, because he was really bad. But he kept making that very apparent and aware, and there was no reason beating that dead horse. But I said at one point, and it's the thing that stuck with me the most, is like how slow he was. Because the whole thing with Doom is like, you don't reload and you're always sprinting. You know, there's no sprint, you just move quickly.
Yeah.
So the whole game is just go, 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 go.
Killing
And
one
you-
monster to the other.
And you pick up where the last game left off as far as abilities. So you start the game with a double jump. And Jack would like jump into a fight and just stand there and like turn. And I was like, just move. You're getting shot. Like, I think I said at some point, I went, I don't think I've ever seen the Doom Marine stand still. Because it's a game where you're just moving, shooting, jumping, moving, shooting, jumping.
He's older now.
He's
so-
older now, and it was just funny to me because, like, you know, in my mind, maybe Ryan would, you know, being the almost 40-year-old and the PC guy, is like the Doom guy.
Yeah.
You know, of like classic Doom, Doom 2. It was just like Jack being the Doom fan, being the Doom guy, and being like, what's it now with this new Doom here? Ooh, he's quicker than he used to be. Fredo loved it. He was squealing.
Dude, I was having a blast.
It was really funny.
Just watching like this badass Doom guy, Jack's controlling him, and I'm like, is he running? Yeah, he's running away.
I don't remember.
Yes.
I don't remember who
Running
said it. It
away
was
from
you
the
or
fight.
Ryan, but someone was like, "No, this is good. The Doom Marine has never been more relatable to a real person before. Like, you've really taken him down a couple of pegs of like the badass warrior that he is." It was funny as hell though.
Jack humanized him a little bit.
He humanized the shit out of
That was a good time.
Did the I don't know if you guys taled about it while I was out there having an adventure, but
What was your adventure?
just the bathroom.
Ah.
I don't know if my mic
Oh.
was on or not.
I need
so
to
was
have that
like,
An
adventure too.
adventure with his penis.
Well, that's a different story. But you had been talking, Fredo, about like the PS5 and Xbox specs. I kind of fell out of paying attention to all that. What with everything else going
Yeah,
on. But
Yeah.
what have you learned?
How
'Cause
does
I would love for
PS5
you
compare to Xbox?
download your knowledge into me.
I mean,
damn.
I took a quick glance at a comparison. It just looks like the Xbox, correct me if I'm wrong, has a
They will.
stronger CPU, and it,
Are they both
PlayStation 4.
all right,
The
she's going on
PlayStation 4 has an
adventure.
SSD, but then like the Xbox has an NVMe drive,
What is
so
he
it's
saying
even
right now?
faster.
Yeah.
It's like a faster just drive overall. I know the Xbox looks stronger.
Interesting.
Just
Not by,
like on
not by like a
specs.
lot,
Like it
but
could lift
Are they both,
more?
stronger.
Are they AMD?
No, I didn't
Intel?
actually pull it up.
Because AMD
Fredo's
like,
think it
has
was.
recently like
Nonsense.
surged
I don't
up
know what
there
he's
with.
saying.
The,
I feel like it just goes back and forth every couple years.
and that's
They
a good
just,
thing.
They just trade, yeah,
competition
for sure.
because like
Yeah.
what happens is
There's
like
a
as the brand
whole
up top
chart.
gets complacent and like, but the underdog is like we need to innovate, and then they crash through their existing competition. Oh, here we go. You got a little table of the specs.
Got a little table?
got a
Let's hear it, you
little
little nerd.
I mean, it's looking like
Still coming out Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Xbox Series X, 12 teraflops, PS5, 10 teraflops.
I think it's Christmas.
You know what I mean?
Christmas? Yeah.
It's our time now.
I mean, they're both 8 cores. One's Xbox is 3.8
Dude, go
gigahertz.
9
PS5 is 3.5 gigahertz. So it's just like,
Dude, those 0.3 megahertz.
yeah. So it's like it's powerful.
So what you're saying,
technically.
are you making the claim right now like PC's dead?
Dang.
Is that what you're saying?
They,
I
first,
mean, no. I mean, the Xbox is strong, but then
dude.
the thing
Fredo
is,
Diaz,
not what I'm
PC's
hearing, though.
dead,
that's not what's gonna happen.
what I'm
You know what I'm
hearing,
saying?
dude.
Get PC 6
PC
months.
games coming out a day later. Oops.
Damn,
Specs falling
Resident
behind.
Evil.
I'm hearing about
Ooh, get
flops
in
and
line.
hertz.
Yeah,
like
it's crazy.
No flops?
Dude,
PCs don't even have flops yet? Like, come on, dude. Now you're just clowning. This is clown school, dude. Clown college.
you're like,
Damn, dude.
And you're not going to graduate.
Yeah.
Damn,
It's
dude.
like C student.
It's time to grow up and buy a console every
Grow up.
Grow up and
put
get a
away your
console.
little baby computer. Put it away with your rattle and your binkies. Get the new Xbox Series.
Yes.
That's what they're calling
Suckle
Yeah,
at
the
the
Xbox
teat of
Series
the X.
Xbox.
Boom! Dude, you know who loves Xbox? T'Challa.
God,
Loves
I'm
that
sick of
shit.
that.
Secret
Actually,
like branding.
And
He's like
in his
Xbox Forever, right?
films,
Oh, no, they're
when the
both-
suit comes on, it's the Xbox power-up sound.
They're both AMD
He goes,
Radeon. I mean, that makes sense. AMD's killing it.
He's
right
back.
AMD is also
back in the drift.
more cost-effective. They're more cost-effective because
He's
of their
reading the Matrix
positioning.
right now.
See, the PlayStation 4's got 825 gigabytes
Dang.
of SSD, but the
What- I
Xbox
mean-
One S has a 1 terabyte NVMe drive, though, which is
Yeah,
Those are
and
numbers.
you know what I mean?
Those are
Like,
words and numbers.
faster.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't seem like any. I don't know. Nothing that's like over the
Damn.
top.
We
like,
got. Hey, can we
this
get
is
right.
the clear.
Can we get an F in the chat for
let's get an
PC?
F in the chat for the PCs.
Sorry, man.
Hashtag
Stop.
PC
going
Master Race.
True. Alfredo
Rest in
calls
peace.
it 2020
Don't do it.
year of death for PC.
Don't do it.
Hashtag rest in peace.
Nobody's done it
PC
yet.
Master
Don't do it.
Race.
Rest in PCs.
Rest in hashtag rest in PCs.
Damn, dude.
Got him.
Shame to go out like this.
My hell.
Established.
Damn,
Fact over.
We'll be back on top in 6 months.
You cannot compare the teraflops of the
We'll
PS5
see you
to
next
the
generation,
Xbox.
PCs.
You can't compare because they don't have them. We'll see you in 5 or 6 years when your next PC
It's
comes
been a
out.
good run. I'll be honest.
So PC?
Yeah, well, it's been okay.
It's been a decent run.
It's been all right.
It's been a really
It's been
confusing, complicated run.
It's been a really good run of however long I've had an Xbox. 20 years or something? 18 years?
Yeah, dude, 30.
There we go. We see some Fs in the
Damn.
chat now.
Thanks for doing what you did, PC, paving the way for consoles.
If you're watching, I better see an F. I'll be honest. I'm looking at the chat. I'm counting them. I'm counting them. And the comments. I'm reading
Sorry,
them.
Fredo.
Yeah.
Pick up
F-
that controller.
F for
Start
Fredo.
practicing.
F
Mouse
for
and
Fredo.
keyboard.
Fredo.
Mouse and keyboard about to become the new floppy disk. People will be like, what's that?
Wait, we're running out of Fs.
What's
running out
that?
of Fs.
What is this thing?
No one say anything
People are
naughty.
picking
You're
up
on
the mouse,
you're
like
on the-
whipping it. Like, is this like an old Wiimote or something? What is this? I don't even understand, dude.
Rest in PCs.
Damn, dude.
Dang, hate to see it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go home now.
Damn, dude.
So what are you watching, Jeff?
Doing good work here today.
Better call Saul. I'm looking for new
Damn,
stuff.
dude, they are
I'm envious of
mourning.
you, I'll be honest.
I'm going to burn through that live.
Because I only binge watched the first 2 seasons, then I had to watch it
Live?
like
Not
week by
called
week.
Past tense is bend.
I'm
Bench? You
Banned.
I mean, I'll be through.
Banged. I banged out season 1 and 2, and then I had to watch
Banging?
3, 4, 5, week by week, year by year, pain by pain.
Whoa.
You know what else I haven't been watching? Which is, I don't know why, but I have stopped watching the news completely.
That's probably healthy.
I mean, I listen to the daily briefing like on Alexa.
Alexa, yeah.
See, now I'm too close again. I
Got
gotta even it
NPR
out.
up in
Hang
there.
on.
Yeah.
Hang on, track
and
me, baby.
I read Reddit and I still read newspaper like
stay in
news
tune.
websites. Yeah, I still keep. I'm not ignorant,
Yeah.
but I have turned off.
You're not ignorant.
I've turned off televised news. I just don't. I haven't watched it in 4 days.
And I kind of get it.
I thought
I
you were gonna say a
understand
lot
like the
longer. I
evolution.
don't miss it.
There's going to be, I tell you, there's going to be either a film or a documentary, and there might be one out now, that tells the story of how divisive we became as a nation. I think what we need to understand in like there are 2 sides to a lot of things. There's opinions of every sort for every factor of life, and I think we all need to remember that ultimately everyone is out for everyone else. There are some bad eggs, but don't let that stink the whole coop, right? I think a lot of people are just trying to do what they think is right for everyone else. But what's happened is the news, in order to get views, clicks, what have you, we understand it because we're in a similar sphere where you have to get views in order to earn ad revenue to stay aloft and alive. And here comes Fredo.
Perfect, Fredo. You stuck right by.
But like, it's ultimately it's just gotten to a point where like we exaggerate everything, you dramatize everything. We focus so much on the negatives, which is like really toxic. You
Yeah.
enjoying that banana?
Well, you didn't bite it yet.
He's looking at
He's
it. though.
peeling
Just
it like
peel-
he's
he started
enjoying the
peeling it.
peeling.
Goodness.
But anyway, I
I mean,
get
if-
what you're saying. I think it's worth being informed, but there's also like news has gotten toxic. It's just like it's a shitstorm.
Yeah.
You're a shitstorm.
And that's true.
I didn't like the news that just came out of your mouth about the news. I read something this morning, ready to blast your nips. Everybody's hunkering down. You gotta stop sitting on your leg.
I was gonna go run pee.
Everybody's hunkering down.
blocking the-
Netflix and streaming, all this and that. Boop. Little news thing popped up today that the EU is like, Netflix, you gotta take off HD because you're crippling the goddamn country.
What?
Wow.
The first
Because everybody's at home watching fucking Netflix.
Yeah.
And they're like, turn it off, man. Lower it.
or the infrastructure needs to improve.
Right, well, that
because-
won't happen.
Why not?
Like that. See,
Well, of course
infrastructure
it won't happen
can't
like
improve.
that.
Netflix can go, you busted.
Yeah, bust.
You busted.
Stop it.
It is.
Dude.
It was interesting to watch
That's
that
the,
kind of thing in
that's,
real time.
That's when the riots will begin.
That's true.
People are like,
What is it,
like
720?
I imagine, right? Whoa, you made monster.
480.
face. Yeah, well, 480 is a death sentence for the human race.
I'm down
Fire.
here
Seven-
slogging it at 360.
Yeah.
Hashtag PC Master Race.
720,
my elbow.
720 is like
Good news.
them fighting words.
Yeah.
480 is the war has begun.
I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, I popped up and I went, oh, shit, that's news. That's news.
That's wild.
Sucks for the EU.
Stop eating the banana the way you're eating it.
We're over
I'm
here-
sorry.
He's not eating, he's suckling.
Yeah,
and
he's
I love
suckling
it.
a lot,
Suckle it
dude.
down.
Very
dude.
suckly.
Take a bite,
Suckle it
eat
down.
and enjoy it. But he's going.
Yeah, country of the EU.
Oh, somebody
Got
said it in the chat. I can't read it
EU
because
stands for Europe, dummy.
because it's blue on gray, so I can't read your name. I apologize. But they said watch Ozark. Have you guys seen Ozark?
no,
No, I didn't watch
it's
that.
like Jason Bateman Netflix.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
Netflix.
It
Breaking
starts
Bad.
out so strong. I got most of the way through the season, and for some reason I just kind of fell off. But it's definitely like good. I think I just got distracted by other shows.
You said you tried to watch Altered Carbon, and it was just too futuristic.
It's like-
for you.
I got 10 minutes into that.
God, you
Yeah.
have to like
I was
sit there with almost a
literally like half
goddamn
an hour and I was
notepad.
like,
Yeah.
There's some shows that I can watch and I have to focus on. There's some shows that like you can kind of sort of listen to in the background. Obviously, if it's like a comedy or some sort of episodic thing, it's a little easier, like The Office or something like that. Ozark is like, I sat there and watched it and I was going, what? What's Ozark? Altered Carbon. I was just like, wait, he's in whose body now? What? What's the? It's so complicated and so. Like, the technology is cool, but it's so advanced, it becomes detached from, like, human reality. We're like, I can't identify with this. Like, they might as well be fucking aliens. Like, they're all human beings, but...
This Altered Carbon season 2?
Yeah.
Just season 1. Just, like, the show of, like... Just the idea of, like, oh, you could take a nap and 500 years go by, and also this is society, and also this is what's capable. It's like, besides them being human beings and, like, eating and pooping and fucking, I can't identify with these people in any way, shape, or form. They might as well just be like alien monsters. And it's just like, I've thought about going back into it because season 2 is out now. But I don't know. I haven't talked to anybody that was like, it's awesome.
But it was long and tedious and beautiful. Like, it looked great. It was a visually beautiful show.
That's a sell.
But it was a lot.
long and
I'll be honest, I watched it. It was a lot to get through.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, the story was okay. It was fine. It was whatever. But I have not started season 2 yet. Also, the main dude's gone, right?
Yeah.
He went off to do Hannah and didn't come back to Altered Carbon. And
The dude from Marvel.
House of
It's
Cards.
Falcon.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
But that's
The new-
fine because they switch
Captain
bodies. So that's
right.
cool. Same guy.
That makes sense.
Same guy.
Someone in the chat went, Michael would like Letterkenny. I'm like,
Dude, Letterkenny's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're aware.
I've watched a good amount.
I feel like I liked it more than you did, though.
I don't
Because
know.
that's a show
Did you?
to me of like
Boom,
weirdos.
roasted.
Yeah, it's a Canadian Napoleon Dynamite is the feel I get from the show. And I love that.
That's a good comp.
I find that show it borders on hilarious to cringy, like and sometimes in the same
And I
moment.
love cringe humor,
So it's
'cause
like
I
some
live
stuff that,
cringe humor.
but not like cringe humor, more like
Yeah.
But then that's really funny. It's like it's a real up and down show. I watch it a lot.
Yeah.
You guys finished Good Place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I haven't finished that.
Cried my eyes out.
Yeah.
That last episode,
Man.
Millie and I both.
Wrong.
Emily was making fun of us because Millie and I just sat on the sofa together and hugged each other and cried for like 20 minutes.
It was so good.
Oh, it was beautiful. It was just beautiful.
It's a strong ending. I like
Zero Gs
I don't know.
and I feel fine.
I give a lot of props to that show that they were just like, we're not gonna overrun its course. This is the last season. This is the complete vision that I had for this show.
It was a beautiful ending.
And it was
Yeah.
Very rarely do you have an ending to a show that does the entirety of the show justice
Yeah.
and the point of the show justice.
Like when Digimon ended and
Yes.
you got to see the digital kids with their kids in
Exactly
the
like
future.
that.
Oh my God.
That's the example we always bring up.
No.
Digimon ended, and you got to see the
Didn't
digital
end,
kids
though.
jack off or whatever.
Shit.
That's, I think we can all agree that was
Right.
the thing.
And they all whipped it out. And turned
Why
it off.
does Ken have children?
What?
It's stupid.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he?
He doesn't
So like
deserve
Harry
it.
Potter.
The world never had a story with a good ending until that Digimon was there and set the
Yeah.
precedent.
So those kids pulled their digital
Yeah,
cocks
endings
out.
They
like
pulled out
Lost.
their Digicocks.
Yeah.
And
Did
Yeah.
Digimon Digifucked?
Yeah. Are you guys going to quarantine in the Digiverse? That's where I am. So come with
What?
me.
I saw your Twitter poll. I selected the hyperbolic time chamber.
I did too. And Matt said it, but he's correct that makes time last longer. However, you can work on improving yourself while
Right.
you're in there.
And
I'm
I
not
would
my best
upscale
self.
gravity.
Thank
1%,
God Matt was there to swoop in.
1% every day. And when I came out, my legs would be just tree trunks. I'd kick the shit. I'd literally kick anybody to death.
Some Trevor?
That's called Trevor.
I'd up my gravity in the hyperbolic time
That's
chamber.
Trevunks when they
I wouldn't do
fusion.
push-ups. My arms would be normal, but
Also,
my legs.
am I wrong that in the episodes they get like free food whenever they want? They restock their like hyperbolic fridge.
Listen, I don't know how food worked in that.
They suck it down.
I don't remember those like episodes explaining it. I just remember, yeah, they spent 100 years or something up in there.
That's
How are they
It
eating?
was like 1 year, man.
Okay,
a long
well, I'll be honest. I can't go a week without eating, so I don't know how they did a year.
I think it was 24 hours was
Fed
a
'em through
year,
a hole.
but they could only do it once.
People are talking about the best endings to TV shows, and somebody referenced when Ray left Minecraft.
Nice.
That was a good one, man. We should have stopped.
That's good.
I had breakfast with him this week.
How was that?
It was good. It was good. We went to Magnolia Cafe.
That's
When
awesome.
it was still open.
Yeah, when it was still open.
I used to go there all the
you know
time.
what?
Classic place.
It may not have been this week. It might have been last week. It was last week.
I think
I'm
it was
sorry.
last week.
It was last week. The time's getting all fucked up. But yeah, we just went and had breakfast together. It was lovely. He's doing great.
Lovely.
I hadn't seen him since
Now
he
you're
and
overselling it.
Tina, had the nod or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, lovely is a lot. It was
Just
good.
be realistic.
It was good. It was fun.
It's fine.
It was okay. It wasn't
They
great.
still have the
It's like the time I licked Chrissy Orlando's asshole on the trampoline.
Oh yeah.
Did he get up to go to the bathroom?
was good.
and Just
Wasn't
never
great.
come back
Yeah,
until he left.
Good news.
Damn, dude.
Did you get the queso?
left me with a check.
You have to get the queso
I didn't get I did not get the queso at 8 a.m.
because they have it with the bread. That's the difference between them and.
Not at 8 a.m. They don't. It's breakfast time.
Well,
They
they
do.
do have
I bet they do.
They didn't.
I bet they do.
If
That's
you ask
awesome.
nicely.
They didn't just throw it on the table.
They got it. You got to ask for it. They got it. You give me the yellow stuff.
Or the
Unless
kind-
it's white.
Yellow gold.
Ooh, yeah. And then they
White-
start pissing
white
all over
queso.
you.
Too drippy.
Now the whole like Austin rumor was that the person who started Magnolia used to either work for or dated the person who owned Kirby Lane, and they broke off and made their own restaurant. Is that true?
I don't know. I hadn't heard that before, but there's a lot of versions of that in Austin dining. Like, for instance, Fran's and Dan's, exact same
that's
thing.
a whole-
Husband and wife got divorced.
Really?
I think it was the husband kept, I don't remember who kept one, but one of them kept Fran's, and then the other one started Dan's and developed that into a mini chain, which is doing very well in Austin, and Fran's went under a couple of years ago. I don't think they went under. I think they just retired.
Jeff, we should do a show, and you'd be good for it, where we travel around and uncover the hidden drama within things like the Austin restaurant industry.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would love to.
You wouldn't think of how much drama is actually
Franklin,
there.
I know so much about it.
Like
So
a
much
show
beef.
around
Like-
that, because then you learn about the histories of these restaurants and then how they like coincide and like the drama.
You could do a whole season on Lockhart alone.
drama.
And
That's the
Blacks
slogan.
versus Smitty's versus Kreitz's versus the whole Blacks fiasco, where like Terry Blacks, the grandson, opened up Terry Blacks in Austin,
Well,
but he
don't
called
blow
it
the
Blacks,
pilot.
and he got fucking sued by the grandfather, so he had to change the name. Like there's a lot of nasty
Bad blood within
nasty
the
history
family.
in Austin.
That's interesting.
When it comes
Yes,
to restaurants.
Steffi knows Fran's and Dan. She's freaking out in the chat. Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Thanks, Steffi.
I sat next to the last time I went to Fran's. I sat next to what's his
Fran.
name? No,
about France or-
actor from Inner Space. I can't think of his name right now. Lives in Austin.
There's a restaurant in France.
Stephen Root?
No, Dennis Quaid. I sat next to Dennis Quaid and his family
Does he
last
live
time
in
I went to
Austin?
Fran's.
Dennis Quaid? Wow, I never knew.
I was on a plane with him not too long
I
ago.
never knew.
his,
This was probably
his son was in the boys.
15 years ago that I sat next to him at Fran's.
Jack.
Jack Quaid.
Jack Quaid, main guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Huey?
Yeah.
Huey?
How many
Jack Quaid.
brothers are there?
Oh, okay.
And also,
You talking about the dude on The Boys?
Blew me away.
Yeah, really good actor, that dude.
It's like
Yeah,
how many
it's Dennis
total are
Quaid
there?
and
They're
Meg
like the
Ryan.
Baldwins, right? There's
Jack
like
Quaid.
4 of them.
What a couple.
I mean, but which generation are you
80s
talking
couple,
about?
90s
Because
couple.
we just discussed Dennis Quaid and Jack Quaid. So you're talking about Dennis Quaid's kids? Or you're talking about Dennis Quaid and his brother?
It's entirely possible
don't know
Jack
anymore.
Quaid was eating a burger that day
Right.
with his family.
I mean, I only know of Dennis Quaid and Randy Quaid. I don't know how many brothers they have. Is there more? Do you know there's more? Are there more Quaids?
I'm not super up on the Quaids. I know about the brothers.
We don't know.
Right.
What's the
The-
Quaid sperm count?
The Quaid trade.
How far they get out
and
there?
then
Just one
Jack
big
Quaid is like, when The Boys season 2 coming out soon. I'll
When is
watch
it? When is it? Do you know when? Is it talked about? Oh, 'cause I was literally
It's-
like
there was
about
there's
to ask.
There's a trailer.
Oh.
There was a trailer for season 2 already?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
shit.
this came out like a couple weeks ago. Come on, guys.
Oh.
Come on.
I just blasted through season 1
Hey,
a couple
meet your
days
shit
ago,
together.
so-
Come on. Shit. Come on.
My bad.
There's new soups. What are they called? They're called supers?
Yeah.
And that?
Guys, I just got hot news.
What's hot news? Hang on, hot news.
Oh,
Jeff got news.
ESPN just felt the need to
Espen?
tell me that the Red Sox announced that Chris Sale is going to undergo Tommy John surgery.
Oh! What is that?
What
is
is
that
Tommy
surgery?
John's?
I don't know. Chris Sale's a pitcher, though, right?
Is that like a surgery to look more like someone named Tommy Johns, or
hope so.
is it a life-saving procedure that I'm making fun of?
For his.
Yeah, the second one. You
We don't know.
little.
I don't know.
Probably
what
has
it
something,
is. I'm
probably has something to do with
genuinely
his
asking.
pitching arm, I would imagine. I don't know.
Yeah. It's funny, Alfredo and I talked about that because you pitched for a little bit, but you have the
did.
overarm, like this part of your elbow is all fucked.
Oh, dude, like this, yeah.
Why you gotta dog
I
him
was-
like that?
I was like
Is it 'cause, like-
closing
Sorry about
pitcher for a while, and sometimes when I'll just like put my elbow down on anything soft, a pill or something like that, like a sharp pain shoots
Yeah.
up.
You know what? I have that too,
like-
though. But I don't pitch.
You have an arm?
I think I'm just weak.
Wow.
I think that's a personal problem.
my baby arm.
Is it because of all the torquing that has to go? Because like you
twerking?
You both pitched, right? In different,
Well, that's
different
what
forms.
that's why we talked about it. Is like softball. That's the whole gimmick. Is they sell you in like, oh, it's a natural motion. Your arms like
Except
falling.
your
That's how you
cuff,
pitch.
your rotator cuff is
The
like,
rotator
but
cuff
you're-
can get iffy, and even that's not as bad as
torque you're putting
landing on
behind
your
that.
left knee over and over again as hard as you can. So my knee's fucked because of that. And I was talking to Alfredo about like what he dealt with. And for an overhead pitcher, especially if you're throwing a curveball, you're doing like a sidearm and a whip, and that can really give you like tennis elbow after a while.
Sidearm will fuck your body up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
athletes, man. They put their bodies through like some rigorous stuff. You don't even.
All and all they have to
Football,
show
you see
for
it
it is their
because they
millions
bash
of
into each other.
dollars.
But like soccer players, even like with the stop and go, it's all straight to the knees.
Soccer. I walk every day of my life.
That's why I think it's really awesome, and I think he may have undone it, but I think it's awesome when guys like Gronk retire at like 28 years old.
Good. Good on
You
you.
know,
Yeah.
it's like hopefully that means Gronk will be able to walk into his 40s. You know, as opposed to
Put your body through all.
NFL players from the 80s
Oh, yeah.
who were all wheelchair bound by the time they were 40. By the time they're my age. you know?
Almost Ryan's age.
Or Andrew
Almost
Luck,
right.
who recently did the same.
Yeah.
The Colts.
Yeah, Andrew Luck's a great example. Another one, yeah.
Yeah, going even further, I know people or knew people who were in like middle school into high school who had like horrible knee injuries from sports. And I'm like, that's really shitty. You're like 17 and you can't walk. Like, that's not
Yeah.
What are my? Somebody asked what my NBA thoughts are. I think I missed the NBA, and I think the Celtics were about to turn it on, and they had a really good shot of at least going to the ECF. And now I think that the season's probably over, and they're talking about coming back and finishing a shortened season and then going straight into the playoffs. But I don't think that that's going to happen unless they move the start of next season back to like Christmas. And I just don't see that happening. So I think that this season's a wash. And we'll probably start over again in late October with the 2021-22 season.
Someone let me know what the surgery was in the chat.
Or
I saw that.
2020-21 season.
I also saw someone say, if you're a good pitcher, you don't change your position when you pitch. Now, I have not played baseball. However, from what I understand, it's still an overhead pitch. If you want to throw a drop curve, fine. But if you want to throw a true curve, I don't fucking know how you're going to do that with your arm up here, buddy. Unless you're like,
Damn, pal.
It's the
Like-
ball. It's
You hear
the ball.
that?
Yeah.
It's the ball.
You hear
grip.
that?
yeah, exactly. You have the two,
Ball in the grip.
Blast.
the
So even if you're throwing, because I was overhand, even if you're throwing it, it's the grip. That's what gets
whip it.
spin
Gotcha.
at the
Oh
end.
yeah, Tom Brady left the Patriots.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Wild.
On
That was
Bill
wild.
Barr had a pretty
Patrick's
funny thing on
Day.
that. On St. Patrick's Day. On like the most important day of the year in Boston.
Yeah, wild.
He fucking left the most important
How do I
team.
feel about it? I'm a Colts fan. I respect his craft, but I'm also like the rivalry with the Patriots.
I would say the Colts are a great example of like they let State Farm go. What's his name? Nationwide? I can't think of his name.
What?
Peyton
Manning?
Peyton Manning, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah, Nationwide is on your side.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning.
I didn't know.
Oh, I
that
didn't know it was legit. I just know it was
He
Peyton
does this
Manning.
fucking commercial. He does all he does is
cut my
nationwide
cables.
commercials with that other
making
country singer.
$bucks.
Yeah, making tons of money. He left and then went and had a great little minor career in Denver after that. I assume that Tom
Yeah.
Brady will do the same thing.
Yeah.
If he feels healthy enough.
I thought and I'm not informed on this at all, so correct me. I think I saw that Tom Brady was going to do some sort of like businessy stuff, like either like investing in startups or I don't know. I just saw that as a like related pairing of articles.
Yeah, I'm sure they all
his
do
tweets,
after. But
Probably open a car dealership.
He's going.
yeah,
to
he's going to the
Tampa Bay?
Buccaneers.
The
He signed with the Bucks.
Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Buc-ee's.
Bucky O'Hare.
That's the convenience store with
Yeah,
the,
you will.
Yep.
the
Cash
Texas hero.
Sure is. Staple would be the word, really, not hero.
No, he's a hero. Bucky, yes. I liked.
But Colts
What?
have the
Bucky Barnes?
greatest quarterback of all time in Philip
What are you
Rivers.
saying? What are you looking at?
Jeff might know
talking
more
about
about
Bucky Barnes?
Bucky's.
I'm talking about this guy coughing over there. You saw it. We all saw it. He coughed.
Goodness.
Finally got over my cough.
You
I'm
good?
talking about Trevor, by the way. You gave it to him. He's next to you.
Didn't
Goodness.
Tom Brady's a wild situation where like he became
Deflated ball.
arguably one of the best quarterbacks, but like was a sleeper pick in when he was drafted.
Gotta get your Z's.
He got his Z's in, man.
Aziz?
Well rested coming into the NFL.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just giving Jeff some time as he looks up Mr.
I was looking
Rivers.
up something about Philip Rivers, but I couldn't find it.
He was looking it up and he
Oh.
abandoned it. and then
Trevor,
just
I'll be
checked
real. I
out
was
his
like,
tweets.
Trevor knows more about sports than I thought. Look
I used
at
to
him.
pay.
Look at him
I
go.
paid a little bit of attention.
I don't know
in college. I
or
just
care.
fell out.
No.
I fell
just
out
a
of
lot of-
sports
lot of
because when I
time and
left college,
dedication.
I left cable. and-
Yeah.
I just want to know more about the
no,
intricacies. Like Trevor
They're
or
pitching
Alfredo
great
talking about
scores.
pitching for baseball. I was like, yes, go on. I don't know about that. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. No, my body's hanging in there. I just like I played a ton of sports and I always played it like giving it my all through my body into everything.
Well, that's
and it's
what they
like
tell you.
why these wrists don't really, you know what I mean?
You really got to start to like give it 90%. You know, 110,
Join
that's
us.
10 too much. 100, that's still too much.
80-20.
I mean, I was
85%.
I was really gonna reel back with Siege, like, and then they were like, "Hey, you want to play in this Creator Cup?" And then I was like,
Okay.
"Ooh."
And then
Siege
your
can't
body
quit
fell
you.
apart.
Well, I mean, I was doing my wrist stretches
Your
and everything.
arm and your back.
You won,
and
though.
your fucking.
I do like to imagine your coach like massaging your thumb.
teeth.
My coach is myself
No,
going,
apart,
"Hey,
bro.
if I
With this hand.
I was going.
if I wanna fucking scrim for 4 hours, I gotta fucking stretch."
Now, same thing. I've never been to events like that. Are there teams that have professional coaches that are coming over like, okay, listen, next round you got to shoot the guy. Okay, that's
Wow.
the,
At
that's
least
the
Good
plan.
job,
That's
coach.
the
So
plan.
a lot of
Coach
like
John
FPS like esport events. So what happens is it gets very jarring, and this is why they practice for LAN. But when they're doing a lot of the regular season, they're playing online, and their coach is behind them telling them everything that they need to do. But when you're at an LAN event, a lot of especially like for like Siege, the coach only gets like one timeout per map where they can like
That's it?
call a timeout and go, "Hey, this is where I could talk to you guys." Otherwise, they have hands off
Wow.
completely.
Is it because they can see everything that's happening?
Yeah,
Like, be
I
able
mean,
to,
you
like-
have someone literally standing behind that knows the game plan, that doesn't have any emotions tied to it, and that can just go, this needs to be changed, that needs to be changed, that needs to be tweaked, that needs to be tweaked. It's more so just like, no, let the players play, and you can consult the coach like for like I think it's like a minute or something like that
Damn.
per map. So.
Have you had like an esports coach stall for time by calling a timeout like they do in football? Like, oh, fuck.
Oh,
fuck,
100%.
just call-
Like,
okay.
it's like, if you're getting romped on and you want to get the momentum switch, like, that's definitely a thing. You call a
crazy.
timeout.
Or
just
like
in
faking
sports.
injury.
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna walk it off like,
Oh,
ah.
100%.
My
Sometimes I'll
pinky
just
finger.
like,
ugh.
Anybody ever just like
I'll
stab
flop
themselves
from
in the eye?
across the stage like the other player hit me.
Feel like a pin in your eye, and you're like, oh, you're squirting.
Oh my goodness.
Have you? We won't
Forgot
say
my
names,
lenses.
but have you had to throw down after a match? Someone
an
talking shit?
e-sport event?
Someone talking shit?
Oh, there's so many people
talking
that talk shit like
Talk-
online when you scrim or play like games, and then you go to an esport event and they're just like, they don't say anything. It's always different when you go on.
Awesome.
keyboard warrior.
I think that's the way the world works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just in general. Same thing at esports.
Everybody's tough when they're anonymous.
I kind
Tough
of
guy.
missed that aspect. Like big picture, I think about it. It's like it was two middle schoolers or high schoolers being like, "Fuck you, I pitch better than you." No, fuck you. It's like this is so inconsequential and sad.
Pitch off.
Yeah.
But at the time, you're like, "This is everything. This
It's
is my
just-
fight."
People get really competitive and riled up. It's all, that's a part of it.
Cool. Can Jeff coach? Can he be our
Not
coach?
well.
What the fuck am I gonna tell you? I don't know. Do whatever Fredo says.
You see? What do you think you should do?
Fredo, go ahead and say what I was about to say.
I know, like, one thing a lot of people were asking me about that event was that, like, they saw that when we won and we got up, I took off my headphones and then I had earbuds underneath it, and I took off the earbuds. And people were like, wait, what? I don't get it. What people don't understand is that at a lot of esports events, those headphones are just noise canceling headphones. And so you have earbuds underneath to actually hear the game.
Calm. Oh.
Yeah.
Or are they like sometimes sponsor integrations in some way? Or
no, it's just that like you don't want to be able to hear the commentators.
It's
obviously,
loud.
Like the crowd, it's all very loud, and so like you have noise canceling headphones and you have earbuds underneath, which is why like the weeks leading up to the event, I transitioned from using headphones back to earbuds because I was like, this is what I'm going to be playing at in a LAN event if I make it, so I need to start getting used to that in that transition.
so many
now.
variables, man.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And like as much as possible when you go to an event like that, like an esports event, the big thing is like always be comfortable. That's why sometimes you see esports players get up and they have their shoes off because like that's what they normally play in. You know what I mean? You want to be as comfortable as possible.
It's a Ryan mentality.
Yeah.
You're always on.
Oh yeah,
shoes off
Ryan's
today.
always showing with his
gagging?
shoes off.
What's
playing.
up, bro?
Because I had to sit next to the guy's feet for
I
like
smell it and I go, Ryan.
140
You have-
years, and I have to look over, and
memories. You have
he's got his fucking
Just them white sockies.
white socks sticking
White
out of his
sockies.
foot.
Now
What
he's
he,
on
what,
black
what he
socks.
would always like to do too is not just take them off, but dangle them on his feet.
He likes to go doodle-doodle.
Yeah, you go.
I don't look. I
That guy's
never look
ready to
that
be
long.
80.
I never look that long.
Okay?
It's
really gross.
it's not gross, but there's something about the way he does it that's gross. Right? Like it's not gross to take your shoes off and clean socks or whatever, but the way he does it, it's perverse and weird.
Perverse. Oh
Right?
man.
Like it's not.
I just see the white.
It's off on it
creepy.
now.
It weirds me
I
out.
feel Jeff in the sense that like
Jeff's
to
wee-wee
me,
goes back in.
To me, it's Ryan with the same mentality of taking his pants off. Like I'm comfy here. This is my safe place.
But then
Like,
you
no,
wore his pants on your
I
arms.
did wear his pants on my arm.
Wait, what?
It's not
very
right.
How does pants get on your arms?
Well, Ryan's pants were off,
Yeah.
and Lindsay put them on.
Somehow his pants were off. I don't
sense.
She
know.
was going like this with his jeans.
what was Ryan doing? Pants
Where was Meg during this?
I don't think she existed.
Bring that back.
Where do you think the pants?
I mean, she existed, but not in our capacity.
Whoa.
2020.
Oh boy.
Someone said, why don't they use headphones with noise canceling? Well, it's because it's all the rules and regulations. You have to make sure that like, hey, some you don't want someone going, these are noise canceling, and they're hearing the commentators like commentate on like certain things. I remember there was like a League of Legends esport event where they had like the screens right behind them and they caught a player just going like this, like looking behind him to see where things were on the map.
That's
and stuff
come
like that. So
on.
it's just
Well, saying like just listening to the commentary, I feel like that'd fuck you up more. Like I'm trying to focus on my strategy. I'm hearing you commentate. Like shut up.
Oh, 100%. But imagine like you're in a 1v1 situation and one of your teammates goes, okay, so where is the other guy? Okay, cool. Like, and then gives you that call out.
That
So
makes sense.
It's
That
all
makes
just.
People are telling me not to kink shame. I'm not. I'm Ryan shaming.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's fine if you do it. It's just weird to sit next to Ryan when he does it.
Yeah, if you're into feet and socks, go for it. We're
If
not.
you don't believe me,
We're-
spend a week sitting next to Ryan. I promise you will leave
10
going.
minutes,
I
man.
get it. That's weird.
I came into the office, I saw shoes sitting next to his desk, and I was like, huh, that's weird. Maybe he brought a change, and he swiveled around and talked to me, and his bare feet, well, his
Yes.
socked feet were out.
When was this?
This morning.
This morning? I'll be honest. I'm glad I was on. Every day at work, Ryan's on an international flight. Just take your shoes off, get comfy. You're gonna be here for a while.
Which is a great segue because it was perfect that Ryan and, well, Jack as well, were the ones that had to do a shoeless challenge in Seven Wonderings. Which
loved it, bro.
Oh, Ryan's
is
probably
coming
living
to
it
the
up.
website April 1st.
You know the whole reason I did that? I made them wear those, go through the
Is
airport
it
without
because
shoes
told
of
on.
him at the
us.
desk?
Huh?
No,
Because of him at his desk?
You missing
No,
your shoe, you get your
it's
shoes
because
stolen?
I was in Chicago at a concert one night. This is not long enough ago that I shouldn't be embarrassed by it, but a while ago, but not long enough ago. And I got fucking hammered with my ex-wife and my best friend, and I just woke up in a stairwell with no shoes on.
Solid.
And I woke up and I was like, oh, we gotta go on a fucking plane. So I ran and woke them up and I was like, we gotta go. And I had to go to the airport and come home from Chicago with no shoes. I just had to walk around the airport barefoot or socked. And I thought, like, this is the grossest thing I've ever done. There's no way they'll let me do this. And they did. And then I thought, I wanna visit that misery on other people.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I chose Rocky
push.
Jack.
You
Push the
say
back.
that, and I know you were here in Austin for it. There was a huge movement of people walking without shoes or socks. Like, what is it like to walk barefoot
It sucks.
every day?
A little painful. I got these baby shoed feet.
Well, for a lot of people, that's their day to day. That's their life.
Can't go
I get it.
stomping around in the woods with my bare feet, you know.
Yeah.
Cover your knees up.
Give your knees up if you're walking
outside.
around. Listen, we invented the technology. Use it. Wear the shoes. Wear the socks. Get blisters.
people's
Wear some Crocs.
knees.
Other
You're still
people's
wearing something
knees.
though.
Yeah.
All right.
What are you reading, Jeff?
Afraid-
I'm quoting old Always Sunny episodes, but I was
Do
Your
you-
knees up.
Do you have to cover up your knees in a tournament? Is that regulation?
What? No one cares about
We're
your
getting to the
knees.
end. We're getting to the
Are
end
there
of the
knee
thread.
flaps that
We're
I
getting to the
can
end of the
unbutton?
thread. We need to wrap
and
this
just
up.
If
feet?
I've-
We're talking about nonsense.
In cheerleading competitions,
Yeah,
if
let's
your
wrap it
hair
up.
is slightly off, you get points deducted. So is it the same way or not?
I have watched
Okay.
Jeff shift in countless positions on this chair. I even didn't even get a chance to mention it minutes ago. He was standing.
I've got so much
leaning
nervous
into it,
energy
and just
lately.
like-
I don't know what to do with it all.
I feel you.
I'm gonna go for a bike ride tonight.
So many different forms here.
It's
I
just
can
been
tell he's
raining.
waiting to get the
Let's
hell
just
out
do
of
like an
here.
Achievement Hunter field day. Get that energy.
Let's
By the
not
way,
do that. Let's all go home.
The world is
Do
ending,
it 6
and
feet apart.
Let's hold feet like
Austin
this.
decided to rain every day.
Yeah.
It's a fucking shitty rainy
This
too.
with our
It's
toes.
like
Yesterday was overcast.
I feel
I'm
you.
sequestered to my house, and it'd be fine if I could get out and burn off some energy and go for a bike ride or a walk or something. But it's fucking raining the whole
Yeah.
time.
Find the best Jeff, but indoors.
What's
That's
that?
it. Find the best Jeff.
Well, my girlfriend
I'm
bought a
going for best
Peloton,
Lindsay.
but I haven't worked.
Whoa!
I haven't worked my way up to
What the heck is
using
that?
it yet.
The bike, guys. Come on.
It's like the
Oh,
too
that
expensive
meme
bike
that-
Oh, where it has
you
the monitor?
live
made fun
stream
of?
in with other people that tell you to pedal faster.
The hell?
You get on the bike and it goes, it's raining.
It's not
today."
exercising. It's a social experience.
She loves it. I haven't
I
brought
don't know
myself
much about it.
to doing it yet.
Yeah.
I should. Did you guys find that you're like just like tons of nervous energy because you're
Yes.
It's your day has been disrupted.
Constant?
And, like
Jeff, I have social anxiety.
No.
Yes. I understand how you feel. Correct.
I have food energy where I just go, I want to eat that.
Yeah.
I want to eat right now.
ugh.
Oh, I don't have that.
Also,
I've been doing my best to personally support every local restaurant in Austin by eating at all of them all at once.
nice.
I've been doing takeout every night. I ate so much pizza from Bufalina last night. Oh, I was a little fat. It was good though.
I wish I had some right now.
I ate an
Pizza,
entire
though.
pizza from Bufalina last night.
Sounds really good.
Was that
Pizza.
keto?
Fuck no.
I gotta make your balls. I'm sorry, I didn't make your balls. Shit. I'm sorry, Jeff.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
I promised Jeff
It's okay.
balls.
It's okay. I'm in no hurry. I'll get those balls when things are a little safer.
Keto-friendly balls.
Well, thanks for watching. Jeff's got energy. He needs to zip zip zoom.
I gotta do something.
He's got to do something.
It's like Charlie in the dance
We
contest.
need to. What are you looking at?
Huh?
What are you looking at?
No, I was just watching.
There was a very awkward, like, suspect.
was just
Yeah. He's asking for $1.
He
Do you have $1?
leaned and stared.
Open
Watching
your
how a
purse.
pro wraps it up.
Yeah. For a slushie.
Take it away.
That's it. We're leaving now. Don't leave your
Actually-
house unless you have to, or whatever. Go to the beach.
Stay
You're an
safe.
idiot.
Wash your hands.
Wash your balls too.
Even if you're not at risk, the people around you are.
Correct.
Um,
Think of people like Michael, whose
And
be
immune
kind.
system is down.
stop messing with this,
That's fine.
and keep your shoes on when you're outside. All right.
Nobody wants to see your feet.
Nobody wants to see them.
Some do though.
Nobody
Tuck
wants
those
to
feet
see
in, man.
There are
white
there-
socks
there's a
at your
couple.
desk. All right. This one's for PC.
Stop.
Rest in peace.
Had a good run.
Or some out. Thank you, Jeff.
Hillary Duff. What happened to her?
Nobody cares. End it. We don't have time for that.
What happened to Hillary Duff?
Oh, find out in the post show.
So Hillary Duff special.
Let the rain fall down and end the show. Will you cut the lights so we can go? Will you end this fucking nightmare? It just won't stop. Cause Jeff wants to go or his heart will plop. They're still going. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't.
Are we
This
in
is
the
this
post
is
or
why
not?
we need another 7
There's-
people in broadcast to hit the button.